some attention. You have to work pretty hard to get attention in a house with a lot of kids. Period.
Are you in therapy?
No.
Have you ever had therapy?
Yeah, I got depressed once.
Yeah, I thought I remembered a bout of depression with you.
What were you depressed about?
Is that a joke? You remember
No, I remember reading that Bill Murray suffers from depression.
You do?
I don't think so. But, you know.
What happened when you went to the shrink?
From depression. I basically worked my way through. It wasn't like a shrink. It was just, you know, life just gets a little complicated sometimes. And,
you mean with the broads?
Well, with women, and you get.
Well, I'm being Frank
Sinatra. And you have to figure out, you know, what the hell, why are you behaving this way?
Will you ever get married again, or are you completely turned off to marriage?
Well, I don't know if I'm completely turned off to anything, but I'm not on eHarmony.com. I'll tell you that.
How many times has he been married?
I don't even know. Bill, what's the story?
He has been married 2 times.
Oh, twice.
Oh.
You must have dated like a maniac, though. When you during Saturday Night Live, was it one big sexual orgy? I'm talking about the groupies.
I'm surprised we ever went to work.
Are you serious?
No, there's a lot of work, you know. But you know, it was a different time then, and it was fun, and you have a lot of energy. You go around.
A lot of drugs.
No, I never had a big drug thing particularly. No, I mean you can't most people when they say drugs they mean like cocaine and so forth. You can't be funny. It just destroys your timing.
And you would worry about that. In other words, you were like, "Hey, this is something
far more important than I never." And the cocaine, you know, was not. It sort of makes you go real fast in neutral, real high in neutral. But it destroys your timing. And when they're written up on the wall. The comedians that ruin their lives and their timing by doing cocaine.
Was it your idea to be on Saturday Night Live to be the guy who, you know, does the songs and sings, you know,
the lounge singer?
The lounge singer. Was that your concept?
Well, I wasn't the first to sing, and
no, but you know what I mean.
Something that I did a long time ago at Second City. I did it once, and there's a kind of a performer thing that's fun to do, and I like doing it. It turned out to be really a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, but I see tons of people imitating that bit. In other words, it's probably the most imitated comedy bit. Everybody takes a song, like a rock song, and then starts to be the lounge singer. That's uniquely you. And whenever I see someone doing it, it disturbs me. I go, that's Bill Murray. You know, what is that?
Well, it's just kind of fun to get it out there in the world. I mean, like I've got sons that watch, like, the Anchorman movie, you know, and they just do bits from it. People do bits from movies. I realize that now, that people do bits from my movies, bits from, you know, Will Ferrell's movies, and they just like certain things that resonate in a moment. Like something will happen, and they'll just sort of spit out a line.
It's iconic, that bit. I'm telling you.
From a movie, you know.
Yeah.
And so they'll do it, or they'll see someone do a kind of like, you know, greasy piece of entertaining, and they'll go off on something that harmonizes with it. So,
Bill, talk to me about the sex for 1 minute, because I'm running out of time here, and I want to talk about Get Low also, which is available today on DVD. But first of all, talk to me about the sex. Did you have tons of famous women, and are famous women better than, let's say, regular women?
Well, I just think the only thing about, when you talk about famous or whatever,
yeah,
you know, it's like tons of women. The thing that's interesting about being famous with women is that women will speak to you.
Yes.
They'll talk to you.
It's a groundbreaker.
And it's not necessarily that, I'm going to end up with sex because I'm famous. It's more interesting to talk to women. I mean, I'm not putting sex down in any way, but it's just kind of interesting to get women to start talking without having to be, you know, some sort of safe cracker or, you know, kind of like clever, you know.
It's an icebreaker.
It's just easy to allow women to speak because of the sort of sexual game that's played all the time.
Yes,
people don't really show themselves to you. So
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
No, I'm saying I'm not an attractive man, and I walk into a room.
No, by no means.
By no means am I attractive. But you'll agree to that.
Wow.
And I walk into a room, and women are willing to speak to me because they feel they know me already, and they feel safe in a sense.
Yeah, and that's I mean, when you're 22 or something, that's not very important. But you realize as time goes on how important that is, not just to
but did you
not
get
just to have
enjoy,
a conversation,
but
to really sort of put you on the planet, to ground you on the planet. That people are actually speaking directly and honestly. It's very refreshing.
But
so
Bill,
are you
did
trying
you
to imply that he got a lot of the hosts of the show?
How many female hosts of the show did you bang? And then go through a laundry list of women that we would all know and share with us some of their sexual desires.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, that's like saying what your favorite golf course is. That's not polite. You're not supposed to do that.
Of course you're not supposed to, but do it anyway.
But there are ones that I'm crazy about the ones I'm really crazy about are the ones I didn't, I remember when Sissy Spacek was on the show, I thought she was like, and she still is really handsome, but I was crazy about Sissy Spacek because
so why not have sex with her?
Well, that was sort of my thought.
Right. She didn't want any sex with you?
Too proper for that, but boy, she was great fun, and her husband is like a very happy guy.
Yes, well,
because she is a hot belly, a pot belly stove. She really is.
Well, listen, Bill called in today. Listen, you need to come in here live and let me get a hold of you, and I will interview you.
Will that ever happen?
Will that ever happen, Bill? Do you think one day you'll walk in here?
I mean, isn't it amazing? I'm on your show.
It's amazing. In fact, I've heard stories.
How long you've been doing your show a while, and I've never been on.
I mean, I'm doing it like 35 years, and you've avoided me. But I'll tell you what.
You wake up so early.
Well,
Who the hell wants to get up at that hour, and then you went away. You used to be on the radio.
No, I'm on the radio.
We're on satellite.
But we're on satellite. It's not real radio. You're absolutely right. But Bill.
So how's this working out for you? Yeah, go ahead. I'm supposed to.
Yes.
Go ahead. You ask me.
First of all, Bill Murray is promoting Get Low, which is available today on DVD and Blu-ray. Do you want to say something about that, Bill?
Did you see it?
I saw it. It's great.
Why have I not seen this?
You could see it. It's on. You probably had an opportunity to see it.
It's a movie that I made last year. It came out this year, actually. Well, I made it in Georgia, and the star of the movie is Robert Duvall, and Sissy Spacek is in the film. And it's one of the best movies I've made.
It is a great movie.
All right, I'll tell you what. I will get Low, and I will watch it, and I will recommend that my audience
He plays a funeral director.
Yeah, we thought, I think they thought, it was a Sony movie, but I think they thought it was going to get nominated for some Oscars. They thought, not so much myself, but certainly Robert's performance is off. It's better than anything that I've witnessed. Better than anything I've worked with.
He's an amazing actor.
He is. But in this particular thing, this turn he did in this, I can't believe he didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
Well, you hate the Oscars, don't you?
I don't hate the Oscars.
Yes, you do. In 2004, you did a movie called Lost in Translation, which you were brilliant in. Sean Penn, you went to the Oscars as much as you didn't want to because you're not a big fan of the Oscars. Sean Penn won for Mystic River, and afterwards you said you were angry that Sean Penn won. You felt you should have won, and you were pissed off at yourself for going to the Oscars. You true?
Well, that's not really correct.
Oh. It's a good story.
You could argue that, I was just sort of thinking, I won all the prizes up to it. I'd won every other award. I was just a little surprised, I suppose. But by the same token, Howard, and I think Sean Penn's been better in other movies than he was in Mystic River.
You felt you deserved it. You deserved the Oscar.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know.
You wanted it, though.
There are a lot better actors than I. Robert Duvall, for one.
Yeah, but you wanted.
I saw guys win. I saw like Kevin Costner win an Oscar over Paul Scofield. Then I thought to myself, now, hang on, because, hang on here. But I found even being nominated for an Oscar was like having a small, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's almost like having a small virus for a while, because you get a real kind of weird, inflated sense of yourself. And about 6 months after the Oscars, and I hadn't won, I realized, wow, I was kind of like mildly sick there. I had a condition I didn't even know about.
Wow.
And I realized that I was it's sort of an infection to be nominated for an Oscar. I mean, it's an honor and everything, but it's real subtle, kind of like ego poisoning. You know, it makes you just a little too.
But
so
you know
I was
what?
glad. So now I'm glad
I
didn't win because
no, you're not.
I wasn't ready to do it. Oh, I absolutely.
Bill, listen, I find it charming.
Enough people saw the Oscars; they think I won. You'd be surprised how many people think I won.
No, but I find it charming. I find it charming that you got angry because it shows you really do care. Because you come off as such a relaxed guy. The fact that you actually cared if you won the Oscar shows me how human you are, and that's a good thing.
I think it's you kind of want to you don't want to compete like to be better than or something. You just want to do your best. Like an actor says, I'm doing this well. I'm going to try and do that well.
Did you? Did you congratulate Sean Penn when he won, or did you walk away in a huff?
I didn't go in. I went to the party afterwards.
You did?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get laid that night?
Probably.
Isn't that a great thing? Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even remember. It's such a,
Yeah, it was a tough night.
Did you rack up tremendous amounts of numbers in terms of women? I'm not asking you to brag. Was it in the hundreds or thousands? Are you Gene Simmons?
Oh, God.
I mean, really, Bill.
Now, who's Eugene Simmons?
Not Eugene.
Not
Gene.
Gene Simmons of Kiss is always talking about how many women. Did you have many, many women?
Well, I had a couple really good ones. That's the best thing.
Did you have Sigourney Weaver?
No.
It's a shame.
Well,
I could see you two kids.
She was too good for me, but we could have, but she's a powerhouse of a woman. She's a great woman.
Do you hate getting older?
No, it's okay.
I'm not thrilled with it.
Well, I read a good thing written by Henry Miller once that was an essay entitled "On Turning 80." He turned 80 years old, and people said, and he writes in it that, 80 years old, that's what? And he said, well, what people don't understand that are younger is when you're 80, you act 80 years old. But you're also capable of acting 40 years old and 22 years old and 15 years old. So you just contain all these other ages inside of you. You can still act like an infant. You can still act like an adolescent. You can still act like a kid.
And you like that. But your body physically, when it begins to, like, you love sports, it's harder to hit the ball. You
can't do the things even as a comedian you used to do.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm just asking.
How dare you, Robin? Bill,
I don't know about that.
What about Groundhog?
I may bark a little bit after I play basketball. But.
Bill, Groundhog Day. I love this movie so much. But did you like Andie MacDowell or did you hate her?
Well, I like her more now. Back then, she used to drive me crazy because I used to wait for her hair.
Ah, in other words,
she does have the best hair you've ever seen in your life. Better than your hair, Howard. She's got unbelievable hair.
It's similar to my hair. It looks like actual bees. It's like a beehive hairdo, I remember. So in other words, you would get aggravated because you really are the star of that movie. You made that movie fly, and you're sitting there ready to act. You're ready to do your thing. You feel energized, and you're sitting in your goddamn trailer waiting for this woman's hair to get done. Am I correct?
Well, it was a hard, I had to do a lot of work on it. I was probably a little, there was maybe a little more going on than just that. But
what do you mean?
When I look at the movie now, and I just remember one day where I had a scene with Andy, and I had to eat. I was stuffing cake into my mouth. I made the choice that I was going to be eating large pieces of cake through the scene.
Right.
And Andy kept blowing her lines, and it drove me crazy because I probably ate somewhere in the neighborhood of 40,000 calories worth of cake, and I'm not a barfer, so there I was with all this cake in me,
right.
And I do this scene, and I do it really great, and Andy didn't know her lines, and I was very frustrated. But when I look at the movie now, it really is I look at it and I went, God dang, look at that.
It's a masterpiece.
It really is. It is a great movie, and she's great in it.
She is. Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. With movies, they can save you. You can do 500 takes. But as the guy who has to be funny, and you've done something good.
Yeah, as the guy that had to eat the cake, I was not happy.
And so did it come down to that you wouldn't even speak to her?
No, that's not. You can't get movies done not speaking to people. You've got to get, no matter what kind of person you're working with, you've got to get results.
Did you sleep with her?
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, I wish I did.
Scarlett Johansson?
Gwyneth Paltrow's she's the most attractive girl I've met.
She is sexy, right?
Better than Scarlett Johansson.
Gwyneth Paltrow is like a big human being. She's a really extraordinary person in many ways, and she's really kind, too.
You wish you could make love to her?
Oh, I don't think about it. She's dating.
Oh,
no,
please.
she's got a husband and kids. I don't think about it.
Big deal.
She's a really wonderful girl.
I tell you, I could talk to you all day. I'm not going to hold you here all. But Bill Murray has a movie out, Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. It stars
Robert Duvall.
Bobby D.
Yeah, Bobby
Which
D.
Bobby D is a better actor, De Niro or Duvall, or you can't even separate them?
Well, you don't. You know, I don't like to live in a world of comparison. I've worked with them both, and they're both really great. You know,
Right.
I'm probably friendlier along with Bobby D than with Bobby. So,
I see.
but I've known Bobby De Niro a long time, and I'm friendly with him, and we've shared a lot of things. Robert Duvall is a character; he's an absolute character. But I think but I will say his performance in this movie is the best I've ever
In Get Low
witnessed. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think you're eccentric in the sense that, like, I've read that you show up to people's parties randomly. You're not invited. I'm not talking about celebrity parties. I'm talking about people, just people.
He just shows up at a person's house?
You just show up at people's homes. Is that true or false?
Well, as long as you bring something, it's the people that don't bring anything that are
Bill, that's
problem.
wild.
You can crash a
got
party.
A nice bottle of wine or champagne or something. People are like, "Oh, I guess I did invite him." They don't even remember. He looks familiar. I must know him. It's like that.
Wow.
As long as you behave well and you're willing to, dance, people are okay with you at a party, and if you pick up after yourself and you're polite. It's mostly about manners. I try to stress to my own boys, and I really do believe that, whatever your parents taught you about manners is the secret to most everything.
But why would you do that?
I don't know. See, this is why I got to get Bill in here.
Yeah.
I could tie him down and get these answers. You have a girlfriend right now?
No.
Nothing. When's the last time you got laid?
It was a weekday.
A long time? Have you gone a half a year without sex?
Huh? I think I may have done it once. I may have done that once. No, I'm not. It's.
You're not that
You're
hung
not
up
celibate.
on it.
It's like landscaping. Yeah, no, you gotta. Even in the winter, you have to do something.
Well, I mean, I just wonder what's going on over there. I got to find out. But what is it, Gary?
The movie people wanted us to know that he's up for an Independent Spirit Award this weekend.
Oh, really?
You didn't even know that.
Yeah.
No one can get in touch with him.
I knew I was nominated. I didn't realize it was this weekend. That means the Oscars are very close.
Yes, they are.
Does that mean you're going to go to the Independent Spirit Awards or not? I'm hearing this right now. Kind of sudden. What does that mean to be up? Isn't there an awards ceremony?
Yeah, yes.
Don't you feel Bill should go?
If memory serves me correct, if the Oscars are the Oscars this Sunday,
Yes.
I think they're so the Spirit Awards are this Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
The
and
Spirit
it is
Award.
a televised
It's a televised event. Yeah, it's become a big
Bill,
deal.
if you don't go, I'll go as a representative of you.
You'll accept the award if he wins?
You want me to accept for you?
Well, if no one else is there may be a couple of other people from the film that'll be there, and they might just run up and grab it for me. But I don't even know. I've won a couple of those, and they're nice. It's a nice party. It's a good party. It's a much more relaxed party and more fun than the Oscars party. The Oscars party is pretty crazy.
Do you display awards? Do you have a whole trophy case?
They're all just sort of up in a corner up on the wall.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got
up on a shelf.
That's the cool thing. If I ever got an award, like a cool award, Bill's got awards, I would keep them like in a shitty place and almost like I didn't care.
They're just there.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, those things. Yeah, I should put those in the garbage. To have a display case.
Oh, it's very
bad.
embarrassing.
Very gauche. Listen, Bill Murray, I would put my awards in the towel closet. You would see. Listen, Bill. Get in here one day. I know it's early for you. Come on in. Let's have a civilized discussion.
We can be fun.
Well, you sound good, Howard.
Thank you.
It's nice to speak to you, and I'm glad it's going. How's this serious thing working out?
The serious thing is working out wonderfully. I've got to tell you, it is the most creative freedom I've ever had. And despite the fact that you think I disappeared, we have millions of followers here. It's a new medium, and the people that I work for here are very, very pleasant. And they really don't get involved, and they let us do our thing. And there's no interference from the government. So I love it.
Well, good for you. I'm glad that worked out.
I'm happy.
It was kind of, I know a lot of people don't have Sirius, and I would hear you occasionally in a rent-a-car,
Right.
That's where I'd get you. But,
Great.
Unless you're renting a car,
Well, you could get me on your smartphone now.
And I was conflicted because it used to be XM and Sirius.
Right.
And now they're one, right?
That's right. They're one.
Yeah, and I really came down as an XM guy because it had Major League Baseball, and I really wanted to hear the out-of-town baseball games.
Well, now we're
they're all
both
together.
Well, you can get us on this. Do you have a smartphone?
Not really.
See, you're like an anti-technology.
Does he carry a cell phone?
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I have one now. It's a BlackBerry.
You got email?
No, I'm not an email guy.
Look at you.
See?
This is crazy. I love all this new technology.
You're certainly not on Facebook or Twitter.
You on Twitter? What's your name? I'll follow you.
There's someone named Bill Murray on Facebook. But
it's not you.
Not I.
Steve Martin's on Twitter. I follow him. I read him. It's very good. Do you like Steve?
I haven't seen Steve in a coon's age. He had a funny thing that he did. He used to give people, when people would ask for his autograph, he'd reach in his wallet and he'd hand them a card. And you should find out what it was said, but it was pretty much saying, this is just to acknowledge that you met me.
Yeah.
And so on. It's a really funny card. He spends time doing stuff like that.
Will you sign autographs for fans?
Sure.
You will. You're not uptight about that.
Well, I don't. The pros give me the creeps. The guys who show up at a
right, professionals
with lots and lots of things that they've collected.
Yeah.
Jeez, I hate to hang up on you. I had a whole bunch of questions for you about a bunch of different things, but I feel I'm holding you hostage.
That's all right.
Hope you're doing this from bed.
Howard, I want you to see this movie, and then
I will.
You tell me. But this is it's a really beautiful movie. This guy Aaron made a beautiful movie.
The movie's called Get Low. It's available today on DVD and Blu-ray. What are you doing today? What are you going to be doing?
Today?
Are you playing golf?
Today I might putt a little bit. I won a golf tournament last week in Pebble Beach.
I heard you were excited.
It was fun. Golf, no, today I'm just going to, what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and find that Ghostbusters script. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll call Ivan and let him know you were reading it.
I have to call him too. Okay.
All right, Bill.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, thank you.
Take the day off, will you? You work too much.
I know, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I love you, and I appreciate you, and keep on doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, Bill. Bill Murray.
Bye.
Bye,
the movie is called Get Low. Cut off my own mic. My excitement.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I love that guy.
Oh, such fun to talk to him. He has that demeanor. You never know if he's disgruntled or if he's okay.
I wanted to get into like his relationship with Letterman because he goes on that show.
Yeah.
I want to find out.
Does he not do Leno?
I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, I had him on for an hour just now.
I know. And you got to a lot, but you didn't get to that.
No, and I want to get into...
He wasn't giving up the women.
No, I'll get that out of him. Stevie boy, what's happening, man? Steve Langford from the Howard 100 News. Look at this guy. He loves the news. He's ready to go, frothing at the mouth like a rabid dog. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, whose life are you ruining now?
Yeah,
That's what they say.
Ruin some lives.
Just the fact.
Right.
A political shitstorm in Gary Dell'Abate's hometown, the descendant of one of America's foremost feminists, carrying around a bag of feces and hauling it out at meetings, apparently to express her opposition to Dell'Abate's nomination to a local board.
Uh-oh, it's enraged her and put her on fire.
Let me get this right, okay? I heard that the woman, I read the article too, the woman who is against Gary's appointment or questions Gary's appointment got a bag of feces.
She says in her mailbox at home.
So now, instead of throwing out the bag of feces, are you telling me for real she goes to the meetings carrying a smelly bag of feces?
Twice now. Now, she initially said she wanted authorities to investigate this. How do you investigate if you don't have the evidence?
What is her point in carrying the bag of feces? To say that Gary shouldn't be on the board because she got feces in the mail?
Well, look, if the story is true, and there's no reason to suggest that, anybody pulled a stunt here, she has a legitimate grievance here. I mean, clearly somebody...
Agree.
But it has nothing to do with Gary.
Yeah,
it's a smear campaign, clearly.
Right. What's going on, Gary? It's crazy where you live.
I've been in the cover of my paper like 7 days in a row.
Are you
It's killing
kidding?
me. This woman is tormenting me. So
why don't you just not be on the board?
Because now it's like I'm not stopping. Right. I'm not letting her.
Right.
Because you know what? The deal is, I don't want to get into the minutia of it, but these appointment boards sort of are advisory only. Like if they said 0 to 12, I still get to go before everybody.
Right.
And I'm pretty confident that when I go in front of the 250 people that I'm going to win.
Right.
It's like a vocal minority that are up there. But, you know, when this thing first happened, when they found the feces in her mailbox, they asked me if I would come to town hall and meet with her, and I was like, okay, I'm around. And, you know, so I sat down, and she took it out and put it on the table.
As if you had done this to her.
Well, and I said, so the guy that we were meeting with, we're like, what are you doing? I know, we believe you.
And you know what feces is.
Yeah.
You mean, and the whole room was stink, right?
So 9 days.
Wait, no, you can't brush over this.
Yes, it smells.
You're sitting there with her, and she pulls out a bag of feces.
Yes, and she opens it up and she shows it
Did she
to us.
take it out of her purse?
You know, it was in a big bag, like one of those sort of tote
Shopping
bags.
Now she's
bags.
walking around like Jesus with the cross. She's walking around as a big martyr because she has this bag of feces.
Well, I don't.
How many days old is the bag of feces?
Well, now since
Week and a half
it was
now.
Tuesday night's meeting, so to the best of my, that was 10 days old.
You know what you should have done? You should have taken out a bag of feces, or you should just shit on a table and put it in a bag
To make her feel at home.
I mean, what is she? What I mean, I don't know this woman. And I don't know why she has it in for you because it makes no sense to me. If she's against my show, I don't know what that has to do with you being on the board of Parks and Recreations.
And this is a non-story.
Well,
It is.
It's a non-story.
I can't believe she sat down and whipped out a bag of feces.
Well, then they had the big meeting Tuesday night where they took a vote. First time in the history of the town, they took a vote to re-vote on me. They've never re-voted on a candidate.
They're changing the rules. They're doing everything.
But wait a second. They already had a vote on you, and you passed.
Right. So then they had a vote to re-vote.
Right.
Which passed. So then they re-voted, and I still won, but just by less of a margin.
Ooh, I mean, she actually got people against you.
Well, she had abstained the first time. She did not vote against me. So I think she wanted to re-vote so she could go on record, my guess, to go on record as having voted against me.
And why is she against you? What is the reason?
She doesn't like what you degrade women, and her great-great-grandmother was women's rights, and she doesn't like people who degrade women.
But why is she carrying a bag of shit? So we all know she had a bag of shit in her mailbox. And by the way, I don't
because
condone
now
that.
she has suffered.
I don't condone that, but that reminds me of my mom. When my mom would suffer, like, you know, she would say to me, you have a dirty room, and your room, we gave you a room, and you must keep it clean. You know what I mean? Like she's walking, you know, when Jesus with the cross, I mean, she's walking around.
Jesus didn't complain that much.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus was a cool guy. She is carrying this bag of shit around with her as if it's her badge of courage, right?
Right. There's so many things going on, Howard. Then they played at this meeting the other night. They played these.
How long does the bag of shit stay on the table?
I wasn't there. I refused to attend the meeting.
Do you know, Steve? Were you at the meeting?
Not the second meeting, no.
When at the meeting, she takes out this bag of shit.
In front of this, like, 12-member board.
And is it a dramatic thing? She takes out the shit, she puts it on the table, and then she says,
Does she have a speech? What does she say?
This is the greatest thing ever.
I read a line. Again, I refused. They asked me if I wanted to come to the meeting. I'm like, no, I already passed. So you guys do whatever you're going to do. I've already been approved, overwhelmingly been approved.
Right.
So it said, there was a line in the paper, and I don't know if I have it exactly right, but they said, what are you doing? And she said something about, like, you know, sometimes in life these things aren't pretty. You know, you need to, you can't gloss over these things with perfume, I think was the line.
Behold the feces. This feces. I mean, it's a terrible thing that somebody did that to her. I agree.
It is. And I said I don't condone it in any way.
Right. But some fan of ours or someone claiming to be a fan of ours evidently heard about what was going on either in the newspaper or on our show or somewhere, and decided to leave feces in this woman's mailbox.
Well, it gets worse.
And as bad as that is, to put it in a bag and walk around town and bring it to meetings.
It sounds very unsanitary, unhealthy.
Where is the feces now? Does anyone know?
We must assume that she still has it
She's
with
still
her.
holding on to it.
Steve, I am so fascinated.
Where do you store feces when you're keeping it?
Yeah, I am so fascinated that this woman is holding on to this feces.
I am too. She brought it to my meeting.
In other words, she could get up and say, you know, somebody left feces in my mailbox.
She doesn't have to carry it.
She wants proof.
Well, here's the funny thing.
This is an amazing human being.
She's practically a whack packer at this point.
Right. This is wild.
It was on the local TV news. You know, the local news 12.
But you know what? This is probably the most attention she ever got in her life. The thing she's known for is something her great-grandmother did. I don't know what she does and what she's accomplished in her life, but her great-grandmother accomplished something, and now all of a sudden
she has a cause.
She has a cause. You've given her a reason for living.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any of this attention.
Right.
I did not expect it.
Right.
I mean, I expected a little bit of attention, but this is like Mary's like, she's like, really? Does it have to? Mary's like, it's in the paper every day. Would you stop already?
Do you think she's plotting against you?
Well, yes, because she tried. I mean, plotting. She tried to get the board to reverse the decision about me.
You should never have met with her face to face.
Yeah,
like what was that about?
But that was sort of funny. She just, she wanted me to see the feces. I don't know.
So she showed you the feces.
Yeah, she put it out at this meeting.
It was just you and her in a room
and another guy.
Okay, hold on. Where did this meeting take place?
At Town Hall.
All right, you went to Town Hall. You drove over there.
That's right. It was a Monday. We were off.
Who got in the room first?
One of the selectmen.
Okay, it's the selectmen. You walk in. Do you walk in with her, or you're sitting there waiting for her?
The two of them are in there, and then I walk.
They're already in there. Does she have a scowl on her face? Is she?
No, she's actually sort of pleasant.
Now, does the room stink from shit?
No.
Is it in plastic?
Yes, it's in the. It looked like it was in one of the. You ever see those blue bags that the New York Times gets delivered in?
Right. I pick up my dog's feces and I wrap it in a bag and I even tie a knot.
Right.
It still stinks.
I agree. I agree.
But it's not dry when you do that. See, now it's had time to dry.
Well, you make a good point.
It's been cured.
God.
So now, is it a clear bag? No,
this is a blue bag.
Okay, you walk in the room. She's sitting there, and is she like very serious?
No, she's actually sort of like,
Is she an attractive woman? Is she an older woman? What is she?
She's probably in her late 50s, early 60s or so.
A very proper woman, like.
Yeah. No, she looks like,
Right. Is she like Church Lady, the Dana Carvey character?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you go and you sit down. Do you shake her hand hello?
I think we say hello. I don't think we shake hands.
Right. And you're her adversary now. She's got, this is so exciting for her.
This is her whole life. Can you imagine how many times this story has been told now?
So of course, this is going to get played at the next meeting, everything we say.
Right. Good.
Because the last meeting...
Play it all you want. This is, if anything, I think you should have a vote on this woman. I think she's losing it.
Because at the last meeting, they played what was said last time, and they didn't bleep it. So all the F words were on, and now they're mad at her for not editing it. She said, again, the truth should not be censored.
Here, fuck.
Oh,
Play
no.
it. There you go. Cunt, fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
now we're in trouble.
I want that on the record.
Gary's in the paper again.
I love this story.
Wait, can I tell you another part of the story?
Yeah, so okay.
All right,
all right. So you walk in, you say hello, and the idea is the two of you are going to find common ground.
That's right.
She's going to give you the book on her great grandmother.
That comes at the end.
Did she at least write this book on her great grandmother, or does she just march around with this book?
I don't know.
Books about her grandmother.
That's funny. I don't know. She said, "I'm going to give you my book." In my mind, I just assumed she wrote it, but it could be. I don't know the answer to that.
I'm sure she did. Isn't she like the curator of her grandmother's estate?
You would hope she at least wrote it. And so she hands you this book, which no one's going to read and no one ever has read.
Well, we haven't exchanged books yet.
Oh.
I haven't even left my book there yet.
Oh, you agreed?
We agreed that we were going to exchange books.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Why suck her dick?
Well, that's exactly. My feeling was, you know what? That day she was nicer to me than she's been in all the days. So I'm like, I'll let her do her thing.
Why do I find it so repugnant that you have to suck up to this woman?
Well, the thing is that all this other stuff is a smokescreen that has nothing to do with what I've theoretically volunteered to do.
Right.
And she's just making all this noise and getting all this attention, and nobody's looking at who I am for the position.
Right,
they're just looking
at say, hey, how do you feel about the park? The building or something, right.
So the second part of this is somebody sent an email to all the members of the board. Now, they had a name on the end of it, but we haven't been able to find this person. We don't know if it's real. Howard, it was one of the most... I couldn't even believe it. Like, when Mary read it, she couldn't believe it. At one point, one of the lines is... I'm disgusting. I'm filthy. I have two daughters. I wouldn't let my daughters near this man. I think the last line says, we need to protect our parks and our children from this man. I mean, I'm not kidding.
I've got the letter here.
Read some of it.
Read some
Oh,
of it.
my goodness.
It's long.
But just read the good parts.
You got a highlight there or no?
As a proud parent and father of two daughters, I am writing to ask you that you please vote against Gary Dell'Abate's appointment to the Board of Parks and Recreation. And it just goes on about anyone who's ever listened to this show knows that Gary is primarily responsible for insulting, humiliating, and both verbal and physical abuse of women in the name of fun that appear on the show.
Oh.
Don't you think this woman had this guy write this?
Well, we can't find this guy. In other words, the newspaper printed it, but I said, well, why don't you go, who is this guy? Because no one had ever heard of him. All the people on the board's like, I've never heard of this guy.
You think he's a made-up guy?
I do think he's a made-up guy.
And you think she wrote it?
I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know who wrote it, but they can't find the guy who wrote it. and it's just, at one point it's like...
You did tell a girl to take her panties off yesterday.
Okay, but she said no.
Right.
I forced her to do nothing.
I don't know if you can be on the Parks and Recreations.
Well, that was the other thing.
We've got to protect our parks from this guy.
One of the conversations I was having with that woman in our feces meeting was... I kept saying to her, I don't understand with what I do has to do with the position. And she kept referring to the baloney incident because she's the one who brought it up. And she said, well, that's recreation. And I'm like, that's not, I don't understand what you're saying.
You're not going to have a baloney throwing park recreational event.
Right.
Oh, my God. What do you do? You know what it is?
Well, I think this is now taking a life of its own.
I'm up to my tits in quicksand is what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can't get out now.
Well,
I can see that Gary may have to leave this community completely.
You're going to be drummed out
I've got
like
a lot,
Frankenstein.
I've got
light torches.
I've gotten a lot of calls of support, including a call yesterday from my congressman saying, just stay with it. You're a good guy.
Of course. Listen, this guy is probably the best father I've ever met out of anyone I know. Better than any father I've ever seen. And better community member.
What a community member.
And organized and all this stuff.
All
and
you
his
can
wife,
hope for is somebody to participate. Gary participates.
His wife and family are lovely. And he's sitting and defending himself to this woman is beyond my comprehension. So when does she do the martyr move and pull out the bag of shit?
Like it's like a third of the way through the meeting.
And what happens? What does she say to you?
She goes, I want you to know what I went through. So she reaches in the bag and we don't know what's coming next.
Right.
And so if I could imagine you have like a plastic bag and if you keep folding it down and folding it down.
Yeah.
So she pulled it out and she's in the tote bag doing something. I don't know what it is, but she's folding it down. So when it comes out of the tote bag, it's, exposed shit.
She opened up the shit.
Yeah.
So in other words, so you could see the shit.
Right.
Now, let me ask you something.
How big a shit was it?
It's like a dog turd. I don't think it's human.
Right.
It doesn't appear. I don't know. I mean, I have a dog. It looks like it came from my dog.
So it was just one turd.
There were like two little ones.
Two little turds.
So did she have to scrape this up? I mean, how was it delivered to her?
They were fairly fully formed turds, the kind that you could pick up.
So in other words, rather than keep the bag sealed, she opened it so the smell would waft.
Right.
And she wants you to see what she went.
She presented it.
I need.
Right. She needs to show you proof. So what do you say to that? Because you're going to go like, hey, I'm sorry you went through that. Why are you carrying around shit, lady?
But I'm wondering how it got into the bag. So she gets it.
Let me ask you something.
Maybe it was delivered in that bag. I don't know.
Do you really think this woman, with what she's doing and carrying on with bags of shit, do you think she should be sitting on the board?
Well, that's for others to decide. But it's been I've been hearing discussion about it. Like everyone's.
You should mount a campaign against her.
People are very upset. In fact, the place that she did it, which is to me so ironic, was they were having the meeting on the place where people eat lunch that work at the town. That's where she threw it down.
Listen, wouldn't it be funny? She calls for another vote. She gets the next vote. And it turns out you get through, and she is voted out. That would be the best.
So
what does she do, actually? Why is she?
Yeah, why does she have this
elected?
Listen,
yes.
Nobody could have this much time on their hands. Does she have a job?
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, this is a tremendous amount of effort.
So I've gone through her committee. I'm done.
Right.
She can't do too. Well, she can do more, and I'll tell you. Now I have to go through another committee this Tuesday, which is the Parks and Recreation Committee. I don't know if there's another one of her type on that committee.
Do you have to show up for that?
Yes, I have to show up for that. And then
usually these are rubber stamp things.
And then finally, in a couple of weeks, I go before the whole 250 people and they vote. Wow. But people get to come up. They get 3 minutes each to speak. She's almost definitely going to be there to speak against me.
Goodness. This is some story.
But I've lined up some good people to speak for me.
You know what you need to do, Gary? You need to invite her over to your home.
No.
What if she brings the bag of shit?
Shows it to the kids.
Is there any way to find out where the bag of shit is now? Like, is it in her house? Is it kept where?
Does she keep it in a cool, dry place?
It's kept somewhere.
It was supposed to be, according to her initial interview with the newspaper, it was supposed to have been handed over to the Postmaster General.
Right.
But it wasn't.
Boy. Why not?
I don't know.
Well, she needed to show it to you.
She likes holding on to it.
Right. Do you think at the next meeting there'll be a final unveiling of the shit? Because I'd almost go for that.
Well, see, is the shit tour over?
Here's the funny thing. She's not on the board of the next meeting, but the next meeting is a public meeting, so she could, as a citizen, show up.
She will definitely testify.
This bag of shit is becoming to me like the King Tut exhibit. Like, I want to go when she brings it on tour. I love it.
there are a lot of people who are involved with the town in politics who are embarrassed by this whole situation.
Of course.
Not by me, by this.
Well, of course. It's almost
making a mockery of your little community.
It's almost like the movie Animal House. I mean, it is. She's so Dean Warmer. It's crazy. And the whipping out of the turd. I mean, do you realize if this was a comedy with Belushi and Chevy Chase and, it would be terrific.
I know.
I'm almost thinking of making this into a film with the turd. So when she opens up this duty, did you laugh? What did you do? I know
the guy and I, we both were like, we go, what are you doing? And the other guy that was with me, he goes, put that away. And she goes, you need to see it. And we both go, we believe you.
You don't laugh?
You didn't. No, I was like, I go, just. First of all, it was on the news, and the funny thing was when they showed it on the news, which it was in her hand, her showing it. Yeah. They cubed it out, which is so funny because it was just a pile of shit, but they cubed it out. But you could see it was shit. So I was like, I saw the news.
You mean on the news she had the bag of shit with her, and she opened it up in the way that she did at the meeting?
Well, listen, somebody was holding it in their hands. I'm gonna assume it was hers. She doesn't appear to want to give up ownership of it.
This is an important bag of shit.
But why do they have to cube it out on TV?
Robin, please.
Oh my God, we're in a crazy nightmare.
Do you have no morals?
It's funny
what
than
if
that.
Children saw shit?
Robin, they did a long shot of it where you could see what it was, and that was fine. But when they did the close-up, that's when they cubed it.
Well, listen, they're young children. If they see duty, it could affect them in a negative way because kids have never seen duty. Who knows? Children might start shitting.
So anyway, my tiny little volunteer appointment has become a referendum on the show.
I love it.
So the other thing was, at this meeting the other night, too, I told you they played it and had all the...
Well, you just hit it on the head. They're really voting on the show.
That's right.
They're not voting on you.
There's one other thing I got to bring up, though.
The show won't be at these meetings.
No.
There's one other thing I got to bring up. Somebody else at this last meeting pulled something off of Stern Fan Network, which they don't realize is not our thing. And she started to read from it, and my understanding was that there were two other people waiting for their appointment, which that meeting ended after the shit came out because everyone left. But somebody started reading, and in this thing there was the N-word was used and the word spick was used.
Right.
And I understand that one of the people waiting to be appointed was Hispanic. So now there's a whole chain letter going around about how you can't talk like that at meetings. Everything's upside down.
No one ever once even probably attended these stupid meetings. I mean, this is
the most exciting thing that has happened. It really is, finally we're getting some attention and people can see what I do.
I got to say, there's a part of me that is, for here it's fun, but for where I live, it's embarrassing.
Of course.
Because my friends know me, but people don't know me. This is in the paper every day.
This is
but
where
I'm
you
not
live.
stopping.
I understand, but I know what you're also saying. This is where you live.
Right.
This is where your children go to school. This is where your wife is. That's your one respite.
It is like a sanctuary. Like I go there and I'm not on the show when I'm doing that stuff, and I love it there.
You don't want any notoriety where you live. You just want to blend in, enjoy your day, enjoy your home, enjoy your friends, have some relatives over. This is the one place you just want to relax.
If I had any idea that this would happen, I wouldn't have moved forward. But
I don't blame you.
But I'm not turning back now.
I feel like I might have warned you a little bit.
I was going to say, you did tell him that this was a big nightmare, and what was he doing?
Yeah.
Well, you said that because you thought it was work.
Well, I thought it was work, and I also thought that it would be a referendum on the show as opposed to what it really is supposed to be a referendum on. And believe me, you're better than I don't know this woman, but I guarantee you your children are better than hers. You're a better person than her. I can absolutely almost guarantee it. You're one of the best guys I ever met. And this is ridiculous. Go ahead.
A woman is walking around with a bag of crap.
Shit. I mean, we get it. It's terrific. It's the stuff that Ivan Reitman could turn this into.
Oh, my God.
He could produce another Animal House.
See, the problem is everything we said today, I'm in the paper again tomorrow.
Of course.
Fucking 8 days in a row.
Oh, it'll keep going and going, especially if we keep talking about it. The story gets no energy unless we keep talking about it.
Well, and she keeps talking about it.
Right.
She kept the energy up while we were on vacation.
Right. Where did she go? To the news media.
Well, one of the things she said in the meeting, she got very upset. She almost came to tears, and she's like, the news came to my door, and no one's ever been to my door before. And I said,
well, why'd you answer it?
Hold on. I said, but you emailed the newspaper. Why would you be surprised that the newspaper and the news showed up? And she goes, well, I emailed the newspaper, but I didn't expect video to come. I was like, you can't choose who comes to your house. You're the one who...
You're publicizing
You're publicizing it. Here's what, if it would have been me, I would have taken it, thrown it away, and I wouldn't have told a soul.
Right.
Meaning, all
you're not going to fuel it.
But she said to me, like she has a lot of these catchphrases, and in the meeting, even though I didn't tell her what to do or what not to do, she looked me in the eye. She goes, "I'm going to tell you right now. When it comes to this, I will not be silenced." And I was like, "Nobody's asking to be silenced.
Talk all you want."
I'm not trying to silence her.
No. But if you're going to go around talking about it and carrying a bag of shit around with you, you can guarantee that news media will cover you. I mean, there's a woman in your neighborhood walking around with a bag of shit.
I love how she got all upset because the news media came to her door after she alerted them by email.
Exactly.
Listen, this is such not, when you think about the nonsense that is going on here, it's mind-boggling. But all right, listen, it's the stuff comedies are made of.
Yes. Does this whole incident make you that much more proud to work for the show? The fact that it's turned in and exposed some of these people who claim to be holier than thou.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's going to change anything up there, but yeah, it is interesting that I didn't have, all she needed to do was talk for people to figure out what she's all about, and that's fine. And she's who she is, and I'm who I am, and we could all represent the town in some capacity, but I don't have to agree with her, and I don't.
Now, the other thing was that a local congressman told you just to stay the course, that you're a good guy. But are you thinking about giving up in any way? Does
No,
it become too much?
It's too late to give up now. Because if I give up, I really do believe it's just a handful of people. So if I am going down, I'm going down in flames. But I'm not stopping now.
So the hassle is truly worth it at this point.
Well, I've invested so much in that to walk away now would be stupid. I might as well. I'm only going to get another 2 weeks of shit, and I've already gotten so much shit that I might as well just keep going. So at least I could, I am pretty sure I will be appointed. And if I'm not, that'll be a story too.
There has been a lot of shit.
Yes.
Let me tell you something about this fucking Colleen Jenkins bitch, okay? Gary has never endangered anyone's health. You can't bring a bag of shit to a public place and pull it out and put it on a table in front of other people. This chick is a monster. You should be thrown in jail for doing something like that. If I brought a bag of shit to work, I'd be fired. This woman is out of control. Did Gary throw baloney at a woman's ass? Yes. Has he touched boobs to make sure that they were real or fake? Yes. Has he said some things that could maybe be construed as anti-feminist? I don't know. But I'll tell you what Gary's never done. He's never shit in a bag and brought it to work. Never, as far as I know. It's disgusting, it's criminal, and she should be thrown out of the community. Thank you.
Stephen, all your years of reporting, have you ever seen a ridiculous act like this pulled before where someone's actually bringing a bag of feces into a political forum?
I worked at Hard Copy. I worked at a current affair. This is one of the greatest stories I've ever had the privilege of covering.
And are you that much more proud to be affiliated with the Howard Stern Show?
Absolutely.
Based on the reaction of these?
Regardless of where you work, it's the story that counts.
So, Neil, what are you doing today?
Interviewing Howard for Rolling Stone.
Are you nervous?
I would definitely say it's the interview of all the interviews I've done, which is 15 years for everyone from Tom Cruise to Madonna to Lady Gaga. This is probably the one I've got the most anxiety about.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, him being an interviewer, right? And the best, and not just saying that he is the best. I've sat here in the green room with people I've written books with and see that he gets more out of them than anybody else. So A, he's the best of that, and B, there's no one else. Most of the people you interview, they keep their private and their public lives really separate. And you're someone who's been out and open with so much that, what can you get into that hasn't been discussed on the air?
Right. So are you going into this with something in mind that you think you'll find out, want to find out?
I never have a strong angle. I have a list of probably 11 pages of questions, of which we'll probably get to 3 of those pages, and we'll kind of see where it goes.
Right. He gets a little cranky after the show. He works very hard.
I'll keep that in mind. It's a little good to know.
Well,
should interview him before the show.
During the show is really best.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not the same because there it's a performance. And when you sit down and do an interview, when it's not a performance, you can get other sides of people than you would get on the show.
Okay, we'll break a leg.
Any advice from you, by the way?
I have to steal Neil away. If you'll follow me, please. I'm gonna,
safe to leave my bag in there?
Dude, why don't you bring it with you? Just because you're just going to be in here for so long, it's always good to just have it with you. Just so you know, we're not on the air yet.
Okay.
The lights are on, so we're just playing a bit, and we're going over some stuff until he comes back. Neil?
Hey, Neil.
Hey, good with you.
Kind of interesting, but... Over there is Neil Strauss. Neil is a writer for Rolling Stone magazine.
We're being observed.
Anyway, Neil and I will have a conversation later this afternoon where I will reveal myself to him.
Does he have poignant
questions?
Yes, questions.
He looks
things that will split you open.
He looks very unprepared, quite frankly. Have you prepared for the interview with me at all?
Yeah, I got to say, and I've interviewed people for maybe 15, 20 years at Rolling Stone.
Right.
This is the one I've been the most nervous about, that I've done the most preparation for.
And Neil has actually been around here a couple of times because he's written some celebrity books.
Uh-huh.
You know, where the celebrity pretends he wrote them.
Right.
Right. And meanwhile, Neil did all the work. You're the author of The Game, which is a book on, it's considered the most important book on how to pick up women.
But it's not really, it's really a book about, it's not really a how-to book. I think it's got a bad reputation as that. And it is that partly, but it's just a book about male insecurity. It's just my own story about learning.
Because you get laid a lot, right? Even though, like, you're not some beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I'm joining the club.
True. It's
right.
true.
Like, you get laid a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't before. I just studied, and this wasn't, it was with Judith Regan, actually.
You wrote the book for Judith.
Yeah, and it was, and I spent 2 years, like, just learning from the world's greatest pickup artists around the world till I figured out how it worked. Because I was
the book
friend
isn't
guy.
so much about picking up women. It's more about how to sort of empower yourself and get a good attitude, right? That kind of thing, like a self-help book?
That's not that generic self-help thing at all.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's more like it's more about male insecurity, being a clueless guy who didn't know how to do anything, and all of a sudden learning the rules by which women operate.
How much, if you don't mind me being crude, how much pussy do you get?
I mean,
honestly.
I'll tell you, right now I've had a girlfriend for the last year.
Okay.
But during the game, it got so that, and I know, and you can challenge me on it, it's fine, but it's true.
No, I'm not challenging.
Yeah, but it got so that I could walk up to any woman, I'd say like 95% chance get the phone number, 90% see her again, and if she didn't have a boyfriend, there was a good chance we'd sleep together. And
wow. In other words, were you doing this to prove a point, or?
I mean, I think I was. The truth is, I think it was coming from a deep sense of low self-esteem from being the guy who never got laid in high school or college.
Were these girls a 10 or a 9 as opposed to like a 2? I mean, like
right. No. The better. Well, it's interesting. The better I got at it, obviously, the more challenging the women are. But what I also found that it was sometimes easier if we're going to rate women like a 9 or a 10 than a 2 because
I couldn't get 2s.
Right.
Sometimes I get really hot chicks. I couldn't get the 2s. I couldn't get fat chicks.
It's true. Guys think it's going to be easier if they approach that girl and she's going to give them more shit than anybody.
I can see you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because it was, for me, I'd go in high school, I'd go to these parties with these fat chicks. I said, well, you know what? This will be good for my self-esteem. I'll fuck a fat chick. They all brush me off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, what is that?
Yeah. And another interesting thing, right, is that I found that, and we'll go with numbers again, but like a 7 or 8 for a guy who's not as good looking like us is going to be more difficult than a 9 or a 10 because they don't need to validate themselves with a good looking guy. Some girls.
So let me understand something.
So you know even who to go after and how to approach them.
You wrote a book called The Game.
Right.
When did you write the book?
It came out like 2005.
Okay. I see Richard Roper's on the phone. But
I don't. We can talk later. I'll be around.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Okay.
You wrote the book, The Game. And the premise, you're a guy who never got laid in high school. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
21.
Okay,
wow.
So that's really late.
Yeah.
That's true. Like even in college you didn't get it.
Yeah, like you are
pathetic. And I went to Vassar, a women's college.
Women's college.
Yeah, on purpose.
And you couldn't get laid there.
I didn't get laid even not with a single person.
So you were like the nerdy, dweeby guy.
Completely. And my prom date, and this isn't even the book I remembered afterward, but my prom date left prom with another guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, how old were you when you first kissed a girl?
I think senior year in high school, like a freshman girl.
So you were the loser's loser.
I mean,
were?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't good with, women didn't like me.
And you had some sort of epiphany where all of a sudden you knew how to get laid.
It was step by step. I dedicated 2 years to it. It was an obsession.
And who taught you most of this stuff, these techniques, if you will?
Yeah, there was a whole group of like maybe 5 guys. I bet probably the best known because he got a reality show after the book came out because he was in it was that guy Mystery from that VH1 show.
You talked to him.
Yeah, he was one of the guys in the book.
Don't women basically look at a guy and then go, they make a snap judgment whether they would, I've heard this, that they make a snap judgment right away whether they would sleep with a guy or not. They know within the first 30 seconds if they're interested.
Exactly, and that's why, and this is the genius part of it, is there's a whole performance you sort of put on as soon as you walk into a club or a room. So by the time they see you, you're already around maybe women you've already met. So,
so
there's a whole...
Yes,
yeah.
is part of the performance having other women pay attention to you?
For sure, if you're really going for the superstar in the room,
right?
For sure,
you've got to be the most desirable guy in the room.
Right.
So somehow you got to convince them that all the other women are after you.
Yeah, because the first thing women look at when they walk into a room is the other women there, the competition. Then they see what guys those women are with. Then they'll see the single guys.
I want to continue this discussion after I speak to Richard because
I'm wondering about him coaching JD.
Ooh. Could you turn JD into a winner? I mean, he really is a loser.
Yeah, we can talk.
I mean, he's paying chicks to blow dildos on the internet. I mean, he's in bad shape.
I'll see what I can do with him.
Jesus, are you really that good at it, or is this a shtick? Are you real? How much? Did you fuck celebrities?
I don't know. I don't know if I did fuck celebrities.
Did you fuck models?
Yeah. I mean, if you want, do you want to hear the crate? I mean, yeah. It's interesting, and we can talk about it. And I'm happy to be challenged on it.
I feel like I should do an article on you, Vin.
Okay, we'll do that.
Go ahead, yeah.
But and I haven't even said. But after the game, and maybe this is sickness or disease. But after the game, it got to the point. I mean, first of all, the guys. I did these books with Jenna Jameson, Motley Crue, just because I envied their lifestyle.
Right.
But anyway, after the game, it got to a point where it got crazy. Like multiple, it'd be 5 women at once, and crazy.
Five women in the bed at once?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You and 5 women, and they're banging you, blowing you.
What? Well.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah.
You're goddamn right. It's interesting.
Why did you stop?
You know what? Because
his dick fell off.
Exactly. I thought the perfect thing would be to, after I started having these multiple experiences, I started dating a woman who was into that kind of stuff. Uh-huh. And I think I stopped because I realized, in general, the women who are into that stuff aren't really good in relationships. So eventually you have to make a choice.
Hey, this leads into Richard Roper. I'll get back to you in a minute. Richard Roper is banging a chick now. This guy.
He is a master.
Richard Roper did the Siskel and Ebert thing. He was the guy who, after Gene died, he took over. And, I figure him too. He seems like he's a bit of a schlub. And he walks in one night with a girl, a perfect 10, if you understand. I mean, so beautiful and sexy that you wanted to kill Richard and have sex with his girlfriend. That's the kind of animalistic thoughts you had. Well, I'm thinking to myself, how did he get her? No offense, he's a lovely guy, charming, but, come on, she's way out of his league. He could care less about this girl.
And he sort of proves it.
He fucked her multiple times, dumped her, and he now has a girl who's 10 times hotter than her, according to guys who have seen her. Richard, who's this new girl you have? Oh, wow. There's a picture. Wowee. Whoa. Maron.
Howard, there's nothing like an introduction that says, I wanted to kill him and have sex with his girlfriend.
You can quote me on that.
And I enjoyed your interview there with Wilmer Valderrama. Jeez.
Let me tell you something. This guy's got a story.
He's got a story, all right. And then I was on the space shuttle, and then I told Gaddafi he had to get out of Libya. No, I'm sure he's telling the truth.
Richard, I'm looking at the picture of the girl that you're having sex with. Is she a professional model?
She's done some modeling, yeah.
Wow. Neil, you would say a 10 right there, right? On this girl.
Looks like a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Did you bang her?
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
All right.
Wow.
Richard, the girl that I saw you with years ago, you dumped her, right?
Well, we parted ways, Howard, years ago. We parted as friends.
I would have been like, I'm never parting with this girl. See, I figured the party stops when you find one that looks like that.
Well, then I read a book called The Game, and I knew there was more out there.
How'd you meet this new one? And she seems very young, if that's an accurate picture.
She's a great girl. I just met her here in Chicago. We've been dating. I mean, she's a girlfriend. I mean, she's...
Oh, you're willing to call her a girlfriend?
Absolutely.
The other one you weren't?
Well, sure she was then.
Yeah, and...
There's a timeline here,
How'd you get her? You met her where?
Just met her at a bar in Chicago after a baseball game.
And you started talking to her, and did you think she was out of your league at first?
I just thought she was a very sweet, adorable, a beautiful girl.
But you can't tell that from across a room.
Sure you can, Robin.
Put a picture of Richard's... Gary, put a picture of Richard's girlfriend on the web right now at howardstern.com and tweet this out there. People need to see this. What does she do for a living now?
she's done some acting, some modeling. She's working in some restaurants here in Chicago.
Oy vey is me. Well, the first time you get her naked, are you just beside yourself, or are you just used to this kind of party?
Are you saying, thank God I learned to write?
Yeah, I mean, who knew writing could pay off? I mean, with those dopey reviews. Crying out loud. This guy, I see him on Twitter. He's reviewing everything. He reviews movies, anything.
Anything, he'll review it.
And I'll tell you what, women love it.
I will. You walk past me on the street, and I'll give you a quick 3 stars, 3.5, or thumbs down.
How old a girl am I looking at here?
She's a little bit younger than me.
How old is she?
She's in her 20s.
Her 20s? How old are you now? You're like 50.
I'm 51.
A little bit younger than him.
Yeah.
Good Lord. You're never getting married, are you?
I'm, I'm emotionally about the same age as her, so it's a good match.
Do you think you'd ever marry her?
You never know.
Have you ever been married?
I have not.
Imagine that. 51.
Roger didn't get married for a long time.
Roger was probably, well into his 40s, I think, and he's been married to the beautiful Chaz for probably 20 years.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Roger got laid a lot, too.
Yeah.
And whoever thought he was getting laid?
You just have to watch the movies. You don't have to even be in them. Who knew?
Yeah, right. Like why bother being an actor?
Watch movies.
Watch movies for a living. It's the greatest job in the world, right?
It is the greatest job in the world.
You sit there like the Grand Poobah and you give reviews.
That's right. People do all this work and then you comment on it.
Oh, yeah. They pour their heart and soul and lifetime fortunes into it and 8 years of work, and then I watch it for an hour and a half and call it a piece of shit. It's a great job. Lovely,
Richard,
just lovely.
If I may be so blunt, how long does it take before you get into a girl of that caliber's pants? I mean,
I don't remember details like that. Come on.
How long have you been together?
We've been dating for almost 2 years, actually.
Is it a year? Is it a month?
It's a year.
It was 18 months before she even learned my name.
No, seriously, is it a week that it takes? I mean, this is a major girl. Is this the best looking girl you've ever had?
How could anyone be better looking than that? She's a great girl.
Have you met her parents?
Yes.
Are they nauseated by you? I mean, you're 51 and she's what, 21?
Is this what they expected?
She's probably 22.
Right.
Are they nauseated by you?
I mean, are they...
I walked into the house and there were multiple vomitings going on. They're nauseated.
No, I mean, did the parents give you a hard time about... I mean, you're talking about an age spread of over 30 years.
No, it's less than that, actually. It's not
Not really.
Not that.
It's kind of a Howard Beth age difference. Really.
No,
I'm
19 years.
Yeah. It's in that range. No,
that's appropriate.
That's what I'm aiming for. You know.
Wow.
I read the game and I follow your life, Howard, and we just.
Meanwhile, the author of the game is staring at the picture of your girlfriend obsessively.
I think he's coming back into the game.
Yeah, no, beautiful girl, Madon. Look at that. Is she a swinger?
No, she's not.
Has she ever brought a girl into the bed?
No. Very traditional girl.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is the
You
one.
went for the traditional this time, huh?
Yes. I just had to wait for her to be born, Robin. That was the main thing.
When you go to when you say you met her in a bar, did you have to buy her drinks because she gets carded?
Oh, yeah, she had to wait around the corner while I got a bag.
So she was outside and said, "Hey, mister, can you get us some drinks for me and my friends?" That's embarrassing.
I will say when we go out, the wait staff's usually very nice. Oh, how you doing, Mr. Roper? And they're like, we're going to need to see a few forms of identification because she looks very young. I mean,
are you living with her?
No.
Boy, how do you pull that off? She's got some shitty apartment. Then she comes over to your place, and then she's like,
"This is how he keeps the romance going."
Yeah, she's probably all impressed with his apartment. She's like, "Oh wow, you have your own car?"
She has a very nice place.
Yeah, and you say she's an actress, but she isn't really, is she?
Well, she does a little acting, little modeling.
Where did she act? What
she's
movie?
in Chicago. What kind of acting?
Where do you act in Chicago?
She's acting like she's interested in me every day. You know what a challenge that has to be?
Tell the truth. Does she live with her parents?
No, she doesn't.
She has a very nice house. It's the one she grew up in.
I'm like Dawson. It's like Dawson's Creek, you know?
Yeah, right. Here comes that old guy.
He climbs through the window.
You're the man, I'll tell you. You've got him coming and going, all perfect tens, I'll tell you that. You're something else, man. That's why I admire you. I don't read your reviews. I admire this.
Thanks, Howard. Thank you. I'm glad I put in 20-hour days. So.
By the way, Richard, the Academy Awards are actually coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
And so I asked Richard to give us, his picks. People like that kind of thing.
Absolutely. I'm interested because this year has been an odd year.
I'll tell you my pick, and then, Richard, you can tell me why I'm right.
Ah.
Best Supporting Actress. I don't even know.
You like the mother in The Fighter.
Yeah, well, there's always a difference between, who you're predicting is going to win and your favorite performance.
Yeah.
And that Melissa Leo, who plays the mom in The Fighter, she's got the kind of role that you win an Oscar for. She's got the wig, and she's got she steals every scene, and she's yelling at the daughters, and she's yelling at Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale, and she's a great actress.
Can I be honest with you, though? As much as I like that woman and I like the movie The Fighter, the little girl in True Grit, is she up for an award?
Yes, she is.
For that award?
Isn't she Best Actress?
I think she's actually up for Best Supporting Actress, even though
Best Supporting?
She's got Haley Steinfeld, I think her name is.
Yeah, I thought she was terrific.
It's funny, too, because she's up for Best Supporting Actress, but she's got the lead in that movie. I mean, she's in every scene.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be would have to be in the Best Actress category.
Yeah, I mean, she's in the movie way more than Jeff Bridges or Matt Damon or anybody, but they can put, they don't have any rules for the Academy. They can put you in any category.
Right.
So they got her for Best Supporting Actress, even though she was really the lead. She would be the one that might win in the upset, because, the Supporting Actress category is sometimes where you get those strange choices like Mira Sorvino won and Marissa Tomei won.
Right.
I actually have almost seen all the movies this year that are up for, because that's why I think the Academy Awards don't do that well in the ratings, because some of these movies...
They're very obscure. They're not the big blockbusters.
But for Best Supporting Actor, it comes down to two guys.
Who?
Christian Bale in The Fighter.
Right.
And Jeffrey Rush in the King's Speech.
Right.
And in my mind, Jeffrey Rush deserves it. This guy is some actor, but I wouldn't be upset if Christian Bale got it.
Christian Bale was amazing.
All right, who's going to win that one?
Christian Bale's going to win. I agree it's between those two actors. And the King's Speech might sweep the award, so they might hear Jeffrey Rush. But, he's got a Best Actor Oscar already.
Yes.
So sometimes the Academy goes, all right, this guy's already won once. Christian Bale's a great actor.
Is that what they do? When you say the Academy,
yeah.
Is it a group of people who get together and go, this guy, or is it just like individual voters all have that collective thought?
It's individual voters, but they have a certain mindset. It's usually, and when people are in the Academy, they're in it for life. So it's an older voting group, which sometimes you see, that's why you see the more traditional movies winning. And I do think politics plays a part in it. Like, look at Al Pacino. He won for Scent of a Woman. Not his best movie, but he hadn't won for Godfather. He hadn't won for Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, all these great movies. So like, oh, shit, it's time to give Al Pacino the Oscar. We got to vote him in this year.
Are people angry with Christian Bale because of that tirade he had on the set where he yelled and screamed? Could that hurt him with the Academy voters?
I think if it had happened last month, yeah. He doesn't have the best reputation, and that kind of stuff plays into it, too. It is a popularity contest. But,
yeah.
I think, by now, and I think actually, the largest branch of the Academy is the acting branch. I think a lot of actors will be like, I can relate to him. I've had moments like that, too. So I don't think they'll hold it against him.
That's what I think. It's not the people voting, it's actors.
Best actress is who? Natalie Portman?
Yeah, Natalie Portman's going to win for Black Swan. I thought early in this that maybe Annette Bening would win for The Kids Are All Right.
She was great.
Yeah, she's great, and a lot of people thought she should have won for American Beauty. She's never won. She's married to Warren Beatty, so they're kind of Hollywood royalty, all that stuff. But Natalie Portman's winning every awards,
It seems by the time we get to the Academy Awards, it's already almost been determined that there's no surprises.
Yeah, and they moved them up a month, and everybody else just moved all their awards up a month, so it didn't matter. They should hand them out like in November.
Now, if this guy, Colin Firth, doesn't win for Best Actor, I thought that was the performance of a lifetime in the movie The King's Speech. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are correct, sir.
I mean, I never seen it.
Well, what's the competition?
I don't know. This guy, I don't know what the other guys who are nominated, but this guy was spectacular.
The other nominees, you've got James Franco for 127 Hours.
I wouldn't watch that.
Too intense for you?
A whole movie of a guy cutting his own arm off? I can't watch that.
Howard, it's a great movie, and that's just one scene in there. But Jeff Bridges...
Robin and I are working on a script where I eat my own foot.
If that's what people like, that's what we're doing.
If that's what it takes, I'll do it.
The guy from Rolling Stone to write the screenplay. If Everybody Bang goes, it'll be a huge hit at the box office.
I'm talking, believe me. I better get a good article out of you. Hey, am I going to get a good article out of you?
It's a Q&A, so it's everything you say is going to be in there.
Don't fuck me up.
It's a Q&A.
Yeah.
If I lose my mind and say something stupid, protect me.
All right, done.
He's not the guy that interviewed Bieber, is he, and trapped him up on all those questions?
No, that's not me.
Did you interview that general who got fired?
No,
good, because I can't afford to lose this gig.
Be careful, Howard. I don't know. That guy's tricky. He might get your pants off before that interview's over.
Yeah, that'd be worse of a problem.
Now, Richard, I, of course, have been saying for months that in terms of the best film of the year, the best film of the year, hands down, is King's Speech, where the king, of course, has a speech impediment. It is a fantastic movie. Robin, like many people, has been saying...
Social Network.
Social Network. I am right. Am I correct?
You're both wrong. The best picture of the year was Inception, of course.
No.
Well, I did say Inception, too. That technically is the best.
Yeah, technically the most impressive.
Yeah.
And Christopher Nolan not getting nominated for Best Director is a joke. I don't know how they couldn't nominate him.
Are you saying Inception will win?
No, I'm not saying it will win. It doesn't have a chance. It's between the two pictures you mentioned, and the King's Speech has all the momentum. I thought the King's Speech was really solid, kind of typical British drama, really well written, fantastic performances. But I thought The Social Network was amazing. They took the story of Facebook, which is a guy sitting in front of a computer and people giving depositions, and they made it thrilling. I can't believe you didn't like that.
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, but it was not as good as The King's Speech. How come a movie like Inception, if it's so good, why do you say it doesn't have a chance?
I think that some of the Academy probably said they were confused by it. The King's Speech is laid out in classic dramatic fashion. You've got a guy who's trying to overcome a great difficulty, and he triumphs. It's that kind of a story.
Listen, I'm recently on this Twitter. What do you do all day? You're on that thing 24/7. I see you on there. I mean, what's going on with you? Are you working or are you twittering?
I'm doing both. It's part of work, right? And look at you. I told you you're the king now.
All right, you have a couple other predictions about the Academy Awards that I really like here.
What do you think of the hosts?
Well, here, listen to this. He gives the odds on some things, and maybe you'll comment on these.
Sure.
Odds that the co-hosts James Franco and Anne Hathaway's opening routine will include a pre-taped number or song.
It has to, doesn't it?
That's almost a given, right? They have to do a song.
Yeah, that's why I put it at 1 to 2, so it's more likely that that'll happen than not.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing all these pre-taped bits. You've seen any of these commercials. I think they're both pretty funny. It was an interesting choice. But you know what happens with the hosts every year? They come out, they do some pre-taped number, they do some Billy Crystal type song, and then they pretty much disappear for the next 3 hours. They're traffic cops because they have to cram in all those best visual, live animation, action, short categories.
You're right. It's the Academy Awards have become a formula. In a sense, the host comes out, they do a song, they say some stupid stuff, and then boom,
you hardly ever see them again.
Which is good because then you say, okay, here you go.
Yeah, then you make
listen to this. Yeah. I love what you wrote. Number of times the winners will take out a crumpled handwritten note and stumble over their acceptance speech.
Wow.
And you say your guess is 5.
Yeah, it happens every time. I get these people, they come up there, they're all out of breath, and they're like, they pull out the napkin, or, I scribbled some notes on the way here. And I'm like, look, you've been nominated for like 2 months. Write something down. Get something prepared. Act like you've been there. Act like you know what you're going to do.
You know what I think it is? It becomes the cool thing. Like, oh man, I'm so unprepared.
I didn't think I was going to win.
I never expected to win. It's a cool. Everyone wants to be cool, right?
Exactly. These women get up there. I just spent 6 weeks not eating anything. 2 weeks at the hairdresser, makeup, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't really expect to be up here. This caught me so off guard. But
this is great.
My little crumpled napkin.
Number of times winners will use an iPad or some other 21st century device as a notebook. Now, you say 0. I say at least once.
It would be cool if somebody, actually entered the 21st century, got some great product placement. If somebody won for the Social Network, get up there and use your iPad, use your Droid.
I can envision somebody whipping out their iPhone or Droid and like checking it or twittering during it,
or having their speech written on it.
Wouldn't that be something?
Number of Justin Bieber jokes. You say at least 2.
Yeah, there's always that, they have to be in the moment, so I'm sure the host will make a joke or there'll be some routine about that,
You say number of times the orchestra will attempt to play off a winner who's going too long on a song, and you say 6 times at least.
I think that's low.
Especially in those early categories, when those people get up there, they've won an award for something you've never seen. It's somebody you've never heard of, and now they're thanking people that you really don't care about. And those are the ones that go on forever. It was a dream of mine to one day win the Oscar for Best Animated Documentary Live Short.
But what's sad is the big stars get treated the same as the documentary winners. They really should give the documentary winners 10 seconds to make a speech.
Right.
And then finally, when someone like, I don't know.
If Colin Firth wins.
Give him a few minutes.
Oh, especially with some of these actors, because it'd be great. Julia Roberts went up there and she just was rambling on. Just let her keep going.
That's the greatness. That's why they're so afraid of insulting these documentary. In other words, they got to be even-handed. They shouldn't be. They should say
nobody's there for them.
Yeah, we got to keep this baby rolling.
Yeah, if they got rid of all those, don't have to get rid of those categories. Just have a luncheon like the day before and hand out those awards. Do a quick 30-second medley recapping that. Do the main categories. It'd be a 2-hour show. It'd probably get double the ratings. And, yeah, when Colin Firth wins or Natalie Portman goes up there, let him ramble on. Who cares?
Here's an interesting one you write. A number of times, Richard Roper will bang his 17-year-old girlfriend on Oscar night.
Man.
You say at least 3.
Do you watch in bed?
You say 3 times at least, right?
Well, I'm hosting a viewing party in Chicago, so people will definitely get their money's worth if that was the case.
What will she wear to the party? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Does she ever go to like restaurants with you and not wear panties? That's such a fantasy.
No, that's unsanitary. Come on, Howard.
Is that true? Like, I mean, does she ever
around food?
Will she ever put does she do things for you that like wear a mini skirt and no panties?
Howard, she does things for me like showing up at this point.
How old was her last boyfriend?
I have no idea.
Liar.
The last 2 couldn't reach his age.
All right, here we
Thanks,
go.
Robin. How are you doing over there?
I'm teasing. I love you.
Let's see. Number of lame tweets we'll get from various stars or their publicists on Oscar Day, 437. Number of times winners will thank their agents, 12. Number of times winners will thank their parents, 6. And fallen stars will get the loudest applause during the medley of dead people. You predict Leslie Nielsen.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
Tony Curtis, Lynn Redgrave, and Jill Clayburgh. I always feel bad for the unknowns who don't get any applause.
I know.
That
People
is
go,
the
who?
worst. Isn't that the worst thing they do at the Academy Awards? They could just turn the sound down in the audience, but they do the medley of dead people, which proves that even after you die in Hollywood, there's still a pecking order. So people are like, oh, Jill Clayburgh, I remember her. She was great. Then it's like, oh, that's some 90-year-old makeup artist. I'm not going to clap for her. I didn't know her. It's horrible.
Are you aware of Mr. Skin at all?
Yeah, I know Skin.
Did you read any of his Anatomy Awards this year?
Of course, I follow that very closely. I'm hoping one day to become a voting member of the Skin
That'd be great.
Awards.
Yeah, why can't I be a voting member of that and you be a voting member of that?
Controversial choices this year, I'll tell you.
Well, I love Richard Roper. You can check out all of Richard Roper's Oscar picks at richardroper.com. He really is a great guy, opinionated guy, funny guy. Yeah.
What is the best song? I don't even remember any songs.
Oh, it'll be from Toy Story 3. They always go with that kind of cute little song that plays over the closing credits. So it'll be the song from Toy Story 3.
By the way, here's something depressing. You can see Richard on Real Z channel.
Reels, just Reels, like Reels. That's not depressing. It's an up-and-coming channel.
Oh, is it?
It's all about the movie.
Here I was feeling bad for you.
No, don't feel bad for me. And Howard, thank you for following me on Twitter. After you followed me, I picked up like 10,000 new followers.
I love it. You happen to be very good at it.
Well, thank you.
You say some interesting things.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You
All
too.
right.
It's a lot of fun. You're doing a great job with the commentary on Private Parts was groundbreaking. A landmark moment in Twitter history.
Thanks, Richard. And we'll look forward to hopefully seeing you in here soon.
Yeah, good to talk to you.
All right, later.
All right. See you.
That's the great Richard Roper who got the rug pulled out.
The reason he's great.
He got the rug pulled out from under him when Roger got his health fell apart.
I know.
Richard had a cush gig with Roger Ebert. And then Roger had that, I don't even know what it is. They took his whole fucking jaw out.
He got the worst cancer. My God, it was in his throat and in his jaw.
And he's the greatest, that Roger, because he had opinions on everything. And
he still does.
Yeah, I know. I read his Twitter. He can't talk now, so he constantly Twitters.
Yeah.
He's got Twitter diarrhea, like you wouldn't believe, and it's great. It's good to hear from him. That Twitter's a great invention for him.
It keeps him current.
Yeah. Well, anyway, do I have to take a break?
Yes,
Fred?
we do.
Oy vey.
Can you imagine Roger would explode with all those thoughts in him if he couldn't get them out?
Yep. His head almost exploded. That's what happened.
The reason we love them so much.
Boy, that was some picture of... let me ask you something. Is that the kind of caliber of woman you were getting? Like Richard Roper's girlfriend?
I mean, I feel like I'm in the position of like...
Be honest. Just be straight with me.
Yeah,
you look at that and you go...
You could pick her up if you were there that night.
It was across the board, but there were women that attractive for sure.
They were that attractive?
Yeah.
Wow.
When you had 5 in the bed with you, you'd have 5 girls that looked like her?
No.
Right. And I believe that. That's believable to me.
Yeah.
When you get 5 of them,
you got to have a little smorgasbord.
Right. You get a couple of 6s and 4s. But added up, that's way over 10.
Exactly.
Hey, 5 2s are a 10. Any way you look at it. All right, that was Richard Roper. Neil Strauss is here. He's writing the article on Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone magazine is putting me on their cover. In fact, this is all being done rather quickly because it's the March issue.
Right.
So we have to get it. We have to wrap it up quick. What is your deadline on the article about me? You're interviewing me today, and when do you have to have your article in?
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm promised a follow-up phone call with you. We'll see.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I was going to ask, is there a situation where they go to you, look, we need more or we want more in that area, and you have to come back?
Yeah, and they'll always say that.
Listen, when we're done, you won't need more. When I do an interview, I put it all out there, and then you'll have enough. You won't need a follow-up phone call. Look at me.
All right.
Do you need a follow-up phone call? No.
You just promised me one a minute ago.
You're not going to need it, though.
Okay.
You understand?
That'd be amazing.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
I'll like you a lot better if you don't follow up. Listen, I get people in here. I had Bill Murray on for an hour the other day.
Right.
I didn't get any follow-up. That's it.
But you wanted to. You said afterward you wanted to talk to him again.
I did.
Right.
Well,
But he doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
Right.
Neither do you. No, whatever you need, I'll cooperate. Believe me. I didn't realize you were so prominent with this pickup book of yours, The Game.
Well, we'll see how good he is if he can turn J.D. into a ladies' man.
Maybe he can't. I think of me, you're matching him.
I think we've got a challenge for you.
I still don't understand, though, what you're saying. And I'm not.
No, go
in
ahead.
other words, okay, you didn't get laid till you were 21.
Right.
You were, a nebbish.
Right.
A glom.
Right.
A dweeb.
Keep going.
Could you call him more names?
A mishkite. You were all these things.
Right.
And suddenly, you had this epiphany.
Right, but it was step by step.
Right, and you said to yourself, I don't want to go through life not being the guy who, is a wallflower. I don't want to be the scum of the earth the rest of my life. I want to evolve into something more than that. I want to get beautiful women.
Right.
And you set out on a plan to discover how to do this?
Yeah, well, I had actually given up because...
Clear your throat.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to vomit from you. Go ahead. Yes? And you're telling me you're getting laid.
So,
all right, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, really, the whole reason I did the Motley Crue book, besides wanting the stories, is I wanted to be backstage with them and have that backstage pass and maybe get some sex going on.
Right.
Right. So when that didn't happen, I went on tour with them, didn't get laid the whole time.
Right. Even there, you couldn't.
Even there, and I would literally go get a stack of backstage passes, walk around, hand them out to women.
How old were you when you got the epiphany to actually research this thing and really put your mind to it? Like you devoted this to a job. I'm going to learn how to fuck women.
Yeah, and I'd given up at that point. I'd literally given up.
How old were you at that point?
Probably late 20s.
Late 20s.
Maybe
But
28,
did you hear
29.
him?
Right.
He's walking around with a stack of backstage passes at a Motley Crue concert,
Right.
and he couldn't get laid.
Well, of course not. First, he's around Motley Crue.
Right.
And you had lost your hair already at this age, in 20s?
Yeah, but I was in the Rogaine phase.
You were in the Rogaine phase.
Right.
You were losing your hair. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
You're 5'6". You're a short guy. You're balding. You're a real mess.
Right.
And yet you said, I am not going to live my life as this loser guy that hangs around and never gets laid.
Well, actually, I thought I'm going to have to live my life as this loser guy who never gets laid.
Right.
And then one of Judith Regan's editors found this community online of this secret online community of pickup artists.
Right.
He said, why don't you check this out and write a how-to book for me?
So Judith hired you to write the book
Well,
about
I said I pretended like I wanted to do it. I had no interest in writing the book.
Right.
I just wanted to find out these tips and things.
So you were getting paid, because I was going to say to you, this is a full-time job. How did you make money during that period? But Judith Regan's book company was paying you.
Well, here's what's crazy. I was writing for the New York Times at the time.
Right.
And so when I went into this world, I changed my name because I figured if the New York Observer or some of those papers that like to bash the Times found out this Times reporter was posting his entire sex life and frustrations online in this community,
So you had a pseudonym.
Torture me, yeah. So I had no intention to write a book till it got kind of crazy.
All right, so what was really the big game changer for you, where you were getting models that looked like Richard Roper's girlfriend, and you were getting like
yeah,
super,
was there one tip
5
that
girls in bed?
Right there, I mean,
changed it exponentially?
There was a moment when I realized...
Clear your throat, for Christ's sake.
All right. There was a moment when I realized I got it, but it was a step-by-step thing. And I think the moment was when I took a workshop, as they call it, with that guy Mystery from the VH1 show back before that.
Mystery is a guy who teaches.
He's a guy who teaches. He's one of maybe 20 guys in this little world.
And this really works, because I look at Mystery on that show and I go, I would never talk to him.
Because you're looking at him like that. If he's saying out in the wild, you would look at him. Now, so... And his name is Mystery? Is that his pickup name, Mystery? Do you have a pickup name?
I do, and I did. And
what is your name?
Oh God, it was This is horrible. It was Style.
Style.
Right.
All right, get out of here. Rolling Stone, send me someone else to be interviewed.
Send me a real reporter.
It's a weird Fight Club thing. I was in the airport coming here.
Who gave you that name Style? Yourself? Or
I think Mystery gave it to you. And the reason you have these is not like because it's a cool thing. It's because...
Pump you up.
Because you don't want not even to pump you up. You don't want girls you meet to look you up online and find out what you're doing, so you make up just a handle or a code name in the
You
internet
introduce
chat
yourself
rooms.
to these women as
As
Style?
Style?
No, of course
You
not. You
could
say you're
actually
Neil.
say that?
You said I'm Neil.
Yeah, you give him your name.
Okay,
Yeah.
but when he was coaching you and stuff, you don't want. He calls you Style so that you're not recognizable.
I mean, I was walking through the airport today, and some guy said, the security guy goes, "Oh, hey, Style," at the thing. It's a weird Fight Club thing. It's strange.
Yeah, my name was Hook Nose. That's what they call me.
It didn't sound sexy.
That's right. And so, what was the game changer? In other words,
right.
all of a sudden,
I'll tell you the moment.
You had a first conquest.
Right.
What was the moment?
I mean, there were two moments. One was the first time I went out with Mystery. We went to this place called The Standard in Los Angeles.
Go ahead.
There were just a couple couples in there. He says, "I'm going to show you how it's done."
Go ahead.
Scott Baio was there with his girlfriend, and there were two other couples. I said, "Let's leave."
Right.
He walked, and Scott Baio's girlfriend was gorgeous.
And
obviously.
this guy, Mystery,
He walked
doesn't
in.
even get intimidated. Like, you're like, let's leave because Scott Baio's there. We're not going to get anybody
Right, and
here.
it's all couples.
You already were feeling, and it's all couples. And he
Yeah.
said, no, we don't leave.
Right.
We're fucking tonight.
Right.
Look at this guy. Go ahead. Okay, now take me with you. Go ahead.
Right. So,
yes?
So he walks up to the group. Scott Baio's there, two couples.
Right.
He walks in, and over the course of about 15 or 20 minutes, gets this girl to give him her phone number.
Which girl? The girl who's there with the
Scott
guy?
Baio's date. And Scott Baio's...
Mystery, or whatever his name is,
Scott Baio's date.
got the phone number off of Scott Baio's date.
And Scott Baio literally goes to me, is this... And he does a little bit of magic in his thing. That's his shtick.
Yeah.
And he goes, is this a trick, or is he actually stealing my girlfriend? He literally said something along those lines to me. And that's when I said, okay, this is possible.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was the epiphany.
And how did he get the number? By doing like his magic trick or something? Or
Well, the whole thing is you walk in, especially if you're not a good-looking guy, you don't hit on the girl, obviously, because
Right.
as soon as you hit on her, she's going to be creeped out. You need to buy some time to show your personality.
Right.
If she's with guys, you need to win over the guy, show that you're harmless. So he just walks in, starts a casual conversation, pretends as if he's about to leave, so it's harmless, right?
Right.
And then steps back and says, by the way, I'll show you something interesting, and he starts doing the magic. And he's doing it for the guys, and the guys, they're probably bored, right? And they're like, oh, here's a guy who's entertaining us. That's great. And slowly, he sort of starts working his way toward the girl.
Right.
It's really smart.
And chicks
So it's all subtle.
And these chicks, they love magic.
And it's not...
They're suckers for that magic.
But not
Even
cheap.
my wife always says...
David Blaine?
David Blaine. She was like, oh, and he does that magic. I go, what the fuck is with this magic?
Yeah, it's because you do the magic where they don't believe it's magic.
So did you take up magic? Was that your thing?
It wasn't my thing, but I did learn enough that I could have done, like, walked around tables and done it. But you're not there with cards.
Boy,
or,
picking up women is hard.
it's a lot of work.
That vagina you got is a gold mine, Robin.
Yeah.
You don't use it, I'm telling you, you don't use it enough.
That's the main thing.
hysterical.
People think it's threatening, but you realize all the crazy extremes these guys go to. But you're not doing...
So how did you...
go ahead.
But still, so you're doing magic tricks at a table? And did Magic fuck Mystery? Did he fuck Scott Baio's girlfriend?
He got the phone number. I don't think he ended up sleeping with her. He walked away with the phone number, which to me was enough as a guy who can approach. That was enough in that
And
moment.
that was an epiphany for you.
Right. That was an epiphany that was even possible, that a human being who wasn't
So how do
famous
you
could
turn
that.
into a stud? Where did you go to go get laid and all this?
I mean, from that moment, it was just obsessive practice and learning from those guys. And you start small. You just say, if I can do an approach without getting rejected, great. Okay, now let me do an approach without getting rejected, and now stay in the conversation a little longer so she doesn't want me to leave. Great. And maybe that's another month at work. Next month is now how can I get the phone number, and that's great. And then for the longest time, right, I could walk in, I could get anyone's phone number, but then how do you cross the bridge to making out with her? That was the biggest.
Yes.
That was the biggest trouble.
What was
for
the
me.
bridge there?
Here was. Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah,
What do you
okay.
think I'm doing here?
We're asking the question.
I know what it is. Roofies.
Exactly. So for me, because again, I couldn't possibly believe a girl would ever find me attractive. So I'd go on dates with these girls. I couldn't pull the trigger, and they would get bored and leave.
Right.
You know,
You're
because
the friend all the time. Right.
Yeah. So this sounds cheesy to say, but I'll tell you what it was for me.
Yeah.
I did this. So we had little names for the routines we would do, because I had like a little script that I just sort of figured out that started working, and I can tell you what it
Give me the script,
Okay.
damn it. You're all embarrassed. Just do it.
all right, it was called the evolution phase shift routine.
Evolution phase shift routine.
This sounds horrible, and here's what it was, which was, you can't just, if you just kind of make a lunge for a girl, even if she wants to kiss you, her autopilot response is to back off a little bit.
Right.
So what you have to do is start getting her comfortable with touch slowly in a kind of comfortable way.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Right. So So, and this is what I did, and this isn't what I do now, but this is what I did to get over that hurdle for myself.
Okay.
Okay. So the first step was, I knew as an insecure guy, as soon as I think, should I be kissing this girl? It's time to kiss her. It means she's ready because, well, why else would I think that?
Right. Good thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's what most rapists say.
Go ahead. So what is the groundbreak? What was the move?
So the first move is...
Second I see a girl, I think I should be kissing her.
Exactly.
Right, but go ahead.
No, I think, is she ready for it? So the first move is... I would tell her that she smelled nice, right?
Go ahead.
And I'd lean in, I'd kind of smell her down from like the top of the neck down to the bottom of the neck.
Okay, you smell them.
He said it works for dogs, so I don't know.
Right.
Right.
And no one has a problem with that. No one's going to say you can't smell me.
And once you lean in and smell her, you're now
You're close.
You're close, and then you back off. It's a safe thing, and we discussed a little bit smell and how we're hardwired to respond when people smell us. It's like dogs; they get all the information they need from about mating and things. It's a natural response, and I talk about that for a little bit.
Right.
Really?
And the truth is this. Here's the funny thing that I realized after the game. I thought this was maybe a trick to get someone to kiss me. I really realized this is all to make myself comfortable actually kissing her.
Right.
But I'll give you the rest of it really quickly.
Yes.
So second move is I talk about hair pulling. That's the other thing I would talk about how, kittens would grab each other by the scruff of the neck and we're kind of wired to respond, or lions would bite other's manes when making love. And I'd kind of say, and my favorite thing when I had hair was when someone would kind of reach up and pull the back of my hair, and I'd actually do that with her if she didn't have extensions. That's the one.
Really?
So I kind of take her and I pull her hair back, and in a firm, quick, kind of nice feeling way.
Really?
That was step 2. Yeah.
That's insane.
But at that point, they're not going to have a problem with it. Maybe we've been talking for 20 minutes at that point if I just met her or something.
Okay.
So that was step 2. Then you back off a little bit.
Did you ever accidentally pull off a wig like a chick was going through chemo? No.
I learned the hard way about the extensions.
Okay.
So the third step, and this is the crazy one, was I would say, but the most interesting thing, and what you're doing is you're not just getting her comfortable with safe touch, you're also demonstrating you know something about a woman and sexuality. Right. So the third step was, I would say, but the best parts of the body, the parts that never see the sunlight, the parts that bend the most, and I'd say like that part on the opposite side of your elbow. Yeah. And that part under your leg. And if she was comfortable with it, I'd touch both parts.
Really?
And the next step is I would say, you know what? Next time you're with a guy, you got to have him bite you there. It'll drive you nuts. And she'd say, okay. And I'd say, what the hell? I'd grab her arm and I'd bite her right there.
Really?
Yeah. And literally in the middle of a club, I've done it on planes, all kinds of crazy places. And
they didn't arrest you?
And they didn't arrest me.
Robin, this is unbelievable.
I'm shocked.
But here's why. Here's why. Each step is a compliance test. If she agrees with each step, you're sort of saying, okay, I can move one step further.
And it worked for you.
And it worked.
Well, it must have.
Wow.
And the next step was neck biting, and then the next step was making out.
Go bite Lisa G's neck. Let's see what happens.
I'll be right back.
Bring her in here. Let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, right. Do it on you. Loosen you up.
I know the game, so it wouldn't work.
Hi, Sugar. You're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
How are you guys? Anyway, I've studied with Hypnotica, and I believe him and Neil know each other, and Steve, and it's amazing. I've known Eric for 10 years, and it's true. I've watched him work with women. I've watched everything, and
You're saying this stuff works?
Yeah, they're both guys I learned from in the book. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they are.
Well, hey, listen, what do I know? You're telling me you got a lot of women? That's good. I don't know what she's talking about.
Apparently, she knows all these guys he trained.
There are 2 of the guys besides Mystery I learned from in the book.
Hypnotica.
They all have nicknames.
I see.
Right.
You all sound fruity to me, but
I mean, we were all nerds. We were all Dungeons and Dragons.
I think it's terrific. If you get
Dungeons and Dragons?
Does the book still sell well?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's Neil Strauss. He's supposed to be writing an article on me. I'm doing more good for him than he's doing for me.
You just sold a bunch of books.
Right. And listen, the reason I'm doing an interview with Rolling Stone is because I want to promote this app.
Yeah.
Make sure it gets in there.
Okay.
And don't tell me your editor edited it out.
No, it's got. They said it's got to be in there.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I that's my job here.
Right.
They make the whole thing the app.
But is it weird? Is it weird when so many people come in here trying to plug things to be plugging something and something else?
I'll work it in a creative way.
I'm excited to see how you do it.
All right. Quite frankly, I'm just going to bang you over the head with it. And if you start biting my arm, I'll know you're weird.
Right.
And don't pull my hair. Anyway, Neil, pleasure, and congratulations on your book. And you say the book is still selling out there, The Game.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
No kidding, it's doing well.
Yeah.
You still get paid for that.
Yeah.
That's terrific. Good for you. Can you make a lot of money being a writer for Rolling Stone?
Yeah, I do it because I enjoy it.
But do you make a lot of money?
No.
Do you live well? Well, how do you make your money? Just
from the books. Because I've written like 6 books or so.
I see. Like when Jenna Jameson wrote a book, you got a lot of money. You get an advance, right?
Exactly.
And then you get a cut of the action?
Yeah, you get of course, definitely.
Wow.
Did you give Ratso a cut of the action or no?
Ratso's a millionaire now. He's retired.
Because of you.
Ratso.
Went off and wrote a Dylan book. He was so
Ratso did just fine.
Okay.
All right.
Don't trust Neil. He promised to marry me. He fucked me. Then he deserted me. You bastard.
Is that the computer girl who sits in the Artie chair? You fucked her? Well, you are the man.
You can pick her up?
Yep. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Boy, this seems like a lot of fucking work just to get laid.
You know what, Ralph, though? You can be arrogant. You know, Ralph's got a look going.
And kind of creepy, too.
Well, it sounds creepy to me, too.
Yeah, biting women's elbows.
But, you know, he's got a good way. I see how he is with women. He hangs out with them. He's kind of got a natural ability.
He's almost like a girl.
Get him drunk.
What Neil...
Make your move.
No.
Chapter 1.
No, what Neil is referring to... Ralph, you've got to look... Neil's referring to guys who are bald, are short, they have no self-confidence. You're talking about guys who can't get laid if they're on Gilligan's Island with Mrs. Howell. They can't get laid.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. And by the way, it was guys like that and guys like Richard who make you feel horrible about it anyway.
Right.
And you're just because you think, okay, either you got it or you don't, but then you realize you can learn it. But let me tell you something. Since I wrote this book, that the people whose lifestyles I envied, big, celebrities and stars and rock stars will be calling me for advice when they're on dates.
Right.
And I literally remember interviewing Orlando Bloom for Rolling Stone. I was talking about the book, and he was asking for advice. There's things I'd done he hadn't done. Here he was, at the time, the best looking, most. Every guy feels
he might have just
like he can
humoring you. I don't think Orlando Bloom needs advice of getting laid.
We can talk about it. I can promise he wasn't. Yeah.
You know. Has anyone ever been arrested for biting a girl after reading your book? I mean, have people gone to jail because they don't exactly do it right? I mean,
I think people have gotten some black eyes for hitting
officer,
guys' girlfriends.
This guy just pulled my hair and bit me on my arm. What do I do? So Neil is talking about guys who have absolutely no rap. Guys who can never get laid.
But now this sounds like a full-time job, though. I mean,
it is.
Well,
it is.
It is
it's
a job.
lot of work.
You can afford to laugh at it because I seen him.
He can move and groove.
He's got the hair and the look.
I'd shoot myself if I had to go through that to get laid.
Oh, God.
Well, you know what? You're being a big shot, but a lot of guys out there can't get laid, and you know it.
Well, listen, I know what he's saying. Just have some confidence. That's half.
Wait, can I ask you a question? I'm curious because a lot of guys who are naturals, right, like yourself, what age did you lose your virginity at?
Come on.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think I have a to self-confidence, but I think...
What age did you lose it?
Answer the question.
And I'd say...
Does a priest count?
Late, no.
To a girl. Okay.
How old were you when that priest tried to get up your ass?
I was a young 14.
All right, but when did you... when did you lose your...
I was out of high school, like first year out of high school.
He didn't do that well with women.
Right.
19.
You know what? You'd be surprised. I got laid at 16.
Really?
I didn't get laid.
I got tons of girls.
I got my shit together. I started smoking pot, and that loosened me up. That was great. So that's good advice, too.
So take drugs.
Because I noticed most of the guys who need the help either lost their virginity at a late age. Because if you go through puberty just wanting to lose your virginity so badly, you just become nervous around women. And they're also raised in, mother-dominated families.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I would go on streaks. I would get a lot of girls, and then I would get no girls for years.
Right.
It was bad. I was
inconsistent. The best piece of advice is you can't go into a room, you can't go into a club and look desperate. Women can smell that a mile away. You just go and hang and have a good time, and they'll come to you.
But what if you are desperate?
What if you smell like desperation?
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
I can help you with that.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a guy, short guy, loses his hair. He's never gotten scored with women. How do you get that confidence, and how do you get the ball rolling? This girl you're living with now.
Right.
How long you with her? A year?
A year, yeah.
What does she look like? Is she a 10?
I mean, I think she is, yeah.
You show me a picture of her. Okay. You got one?
Yeah, I have one on my phone, yeah.
You got it right now?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Okay.
Let me see what you have. Then I'll know if you're for real or not.
Okay, but I will say this, and I'm not making an excuse for her because I think she's really a gorgeous girl.
She put on a few pounds recently?
No.
All right, go ahead.
No. That I will say is before this, I thought all I wanted to do was have sex with super hot girls and models and strippers and porn stars.
Right.
And when it comes to a relationship, and I'm not saying this is the cheesy ending, but it is true, I'd give anything for a stable, awesome, great
Well, let
woman.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
It sounds like you make a... Watch this woman look like Susan Boyle, and your whole gig is going to be...
She's stable, awesome, and great.
Right. You got headphones on. Don't hurt yourself. Come over here. I got to be nice to Neil too. I mean, he's writing an article.
He's writing an article. Don't
fuck me
Don't
over.
piss him off by saying something bad
see.
about his lady.
Oh, whoa, no, she's hot.
I can give you
No, she's. You got a better one? Give me a better one. You got any? What do you have?
I can tell you where her website is.
She's got a website.
She's got a website. What does she do?
Here, get on the mic. No one can hear you in this important stuff. Oh no, she's hot.
I mean,
She's
tell you,
hot.
Yeah, I can tell you her website, but I don't want to be plugging her or something like that on here. So, but I'll tell you.
Go ahead. Give it to me.
It's gigiamore.com, gigiamor.com.
gigiamor.com.
Yeah, she sells swimsuits, but she really doesn't have them mass produced, so don't go ordering tons.
She's
but
hot.
she's the model on.
You know what? I believe your book.
Okay.
You proved it to me. I could see who you're fucking.
Right. That's all it takes.
It's all bullshit.
She's selling bathing suits. You know she's hot.
Benji, you look up Gigi Amore immediately.
Holy shit! Is that her laying down? In the cover?
Let me see that. Turn that around. How dare you see that before me?
You're not supposed to look.
I think that is Richard Roper's girlfriend.
Oh, look at that.
I know that it looks like her. That's why I was staring at it. I was like, it kind of has the same body type as my girlfriend.
Wow, that's your girlfriend, huh?
He's making excuses.
You don't have to make any excuses, pal.
She's got bite marks all over her.
Look at her arm. Looks like she's a heroin addict. Any more pictures of her on that website?
Is there?
Yeah, they're all over the website. Yeah.
Is she on Mr. Skin?
Show me more. She ever do porn?
Go to shop.
No, she never. She would never.
Oh wow! Wow!
Oh,
wow!
yeah.
She's got a nice body.
Let me see. Scroll down. Wow, you are the man. And are you engaged to her?
Hopefully one day.
How old is she?
She's 26.
No shit.
Yeah.
And you got her? That book is worth $1 million.
Stop it.
Now, the proof is in the pudding. Does
She's
she
not that.
live with you?
Yeah, she just moved in 2 weeks ago.
Beautiful.
How long have you guys been on going out?
For a year.
She give you anal?
I think we might have tried once.
You remember if you do.
No, I think it didn't go all the way in.
Didn't? You're
No.
pretty thick, huh?
I think so.
Mine would go in with ease.
Right.
Right into her. No kidding.
Yeah.
No, did you get mud on the turtle?
No mud.
No mud.
Yeah, but you know what? But really, the toughest thing is untraining yourself from doing the pickup stuff. When you're seeing
you got to turn it off.
You got to turn it off.
When her hot friends come over, you go into pickup mode, huh?
Or just you're on the plane,
Yeah.
someone's walking by, you're in
Right.
the street. Yeah.
Jesus, boy, she's some catch.
And I'm not just saying she's personality perfect. Just
Is she
not
great in
spoiled.
bed?
You know what? She's semi inexperienced. She's really good in bed, but not great yet.
Right. You're going to teach
Oh,
her.
you're gonna fix her.
Yeah. Oh, there's time. There's time.
What doesn't she do right? She doesn't know how to give a good BJ?
Really?
Yeah, I'm being serious. We can talk. No one's listening to this shit.
She listens to the show all the time. but
Nobody's listening today, believe me.
All right.
People are busy. This is the 9 o'clock hour.
I've never even told her this.
Go ahead.
This could ruin everything.
Don't worry, you'll get another one. Clear your throat.
You can pick up someone else.
Yeah.
So
What's the matter with you?
He needs water. We're
He's got water. I gave him water.
Really? Oh my
I was
God.
on the red eye. She. Oh, this sounds horrible.
But go ahead.
You know, I think she just doesn't. She doesn't get super wet.
I see.
Oh my God.
Is that horrible? Is that?
Oh my
Do
God.
you bang her bareback?
Yeah, and she has orgasms and everything. She just doesn't get super wet.
So what are you going to do to correct that?
I got to do something now because I just said it on the Howard Stern show.
Did you tell her this, or you never said it to her?
No, I never said it because I didn't want to make her self-conscious.
But
about
isn't that your problem? You're not getting her hot enough.
I don't
How
know.
much
We'll have a discussion.
foreplay?
Do you go down on her?
I mean, my last girlfriend was like a squirter, so maybe I got spoiled by that.
Do you go down on her?
You were with
Yeah,
a
of course. I love
porn
going down on her,
star.
and she has multiple orgasms. So I don't think it's a pleasure thing. I think it's just a.
I was with a
biological
chick
thing.
once who was pretty dry, and I just
Right.
took it personally. I was kind of like, you know what? She's not that into me.
Yeah.
Because if she's dry, that means she's not that into me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you call attention to it, it just makes them more self-conscious and more dry, so you don't say anything.
I think some of these young girls are dry all the time.
But how much foreplay is there? Are you good at that?
What is
Yeah,
the guy's
I'm
a
good.
busy writer.
No, I'm good at the. And that's one of the things that the caller who mentioned Steve P.
Yeah.
He taught me all kinds of crazy sexual techniques.
Well, licking that clitoris thing?
Some licking stuff, something that he called stacking orgasms, all
Yeah.
kinds of weird techniques.
So you know all the positions and Kama Sutra, and she's still not getting that wet.
Yeah, because he studied that stuff, and it might be a biological thing. I don't know.
Do you rub her vagina while you're banging her?
Yeah, I do that either with my hand or with my pelvic bone.
Does she have to like wet her vagina down with her fingers in order to get you in there?
Yeah, it's the only girl I've ever had to do that with.
Yeah, that could be a deal breaker.
It's not going to be a deal breaker. You know what? Because here's the thing.
And look at what this anal, you couldn't even get in there.
This is where, after the game, here's where I messed up, right?
Yeah.
I chose girls for sexual reasons. Like, I can never get that hot, beautiful club girl.
Right.
You know, I can never get the stripper or the porn star.
Right.
And a conversation with a friend who who we probably both know, a producer friend who we know, but he said, you got to choose girls not for sexual reasons, but for intimacy, and the intimacy can last forever.
But this chick's got to learn to get wetter. We got to get rid of her. I mean, come on.
It's still good sex. It's still good sex.
It is good.
Yeah.
But doesn't it hurt after a while because she's dry?
I mean, she'll get wet enough.
She does.
Yeah, it's not mind-blowing. You said, was it great? And it's just really good.
Right.
I'm going to get killed.
What about a lube?
You know what? I've never used lube. I can try the lube.
Maybe you got to lube her up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a defeat, but you got to lube her up.
I think I've just ruined my entire sex life.
You probably did.
Thanks.
See, I wish you was good. I wish you was good an interview with me that I'm having with you.
I know. I hope you're this giving.
Right. One thing about my Robin, she's always wet. I'm ready to go. Right, Robin?
Absolutely. This is a great interview.
Oh, no, that's not what I asked you. You just said absolutely. I said, one thing about my Robin, she's always wet. And you said absolutely. Well, let me tell you something. Don't you take it personally when the girl doesn't get that wet? Because that's what happened to me with this one girl. She's a very young girl, by the way, when I was with her.
Right.
You know, it was before Beth.
Right.
Well, how old?
Well, remember I told you I was with someone and I didn't ask their age. I just assumed they were older. It turned out she was 21, and that was like very uncomfortable for me, and I couldn't continue. But I remember she was very dry.
Right.
Well, sometimes it takes a little while for a woman to hit her sexual peak.
I just figured she looked at me like a praying mantis.
Yeah, and I
probably
noticed,
got turned off. I took it personally.
Yeah, you do. But I noticed if you say something, it'll ruin it. So you just wait and you take your time. And as they get more comfortable, once they're comfortable, they let go.
But you've been with this chick a year and nothing's happening. She's not getting any wetter.
Maybe she needed the move in.
But I would rather her not get wet than her not having orgasms. At least she's coming.
Right.
Right.
Well,
but I remember hitting
true.
a certain point in my sexual career when it was like, whoa. And that was when, full lubrication and everything.
You mean you were dry for years, Robin?
Not years. I was a young person.
Oh, so maybe it's her youth.
And I didn't know what I was doing.
You mean you didn't know... But what do you mean you didn't know what you're doing? How can you control
Well, you
getting
don't
wet?
know what to look for, what to expect, and people are starting too early, and stuff like
So you dried
it takes
up.
a little time to get that all right.
Oh.
And then I remember, like in this one relationship, I was like, "Whoa, that's what people are talking about."
So how long is it going to take for this girlfriend to learn?
It should be coming in any time now.
I ever talked to Robin.
and once the floodgates open, they stay open, right?
Yeah,
The body knows this is normal.
Right.
It's like girls who are. Like when they're squirting for the first time, they think they're going to pee the whole time, and once they finally let go and they realize it's not pee,
You
they
and
can
this
keep doing that.
squirting.
He's into it. Listen,
I just hate that.
This guy's been in a lot of freaky scenes.
It's such a horrible word, right? It's the word, right?
Robin, you ought to squirt.
I'm
But you know what? I'll tell you
When
why.
are you going to learn to squirt?
I'll tell you why the squirting obsession, because I just realized now while we're talking, because it's like guys really want to make girls squirt, and girls care. Sometimes they care less, but I think it's like
care little or no, not at all.
But it's an ego thing. It's like, okay, if she's ejaculating too, I know it's a pleasure thing. It's like, oh, I'm giving her, it's an ego. It's a male ego thing.
You guys.
It's like an ejaculation.
We're not like you.
I know.
I know you all too well. Well, Neil Strauss, the book is called...
Forget it. We're not plugging. We're just talking
The
about
Game. Well, hey, I'll plug your book. Just make sure you plug my app.
Okay, done.
Okay. That's what believe me, I ain't sitting for you for another 2 hours for my health.
Right.
I mean, an hour and a half.
So Neil, coming in here today as an interviewer,
right?
Do you ever imagine you'd be revealing so much about yourself?
Yeah, no. I think I definitely came expecting to be an observer, and probably not. I mean, I don't mind it because I reveal that much in my books, but usually I have time to prepare the person.
And you're waxing philosophical about, vaginal moisture and sexuality. You really had a true Howard Stern experience about, revealing your personal life and what goes on behind closed doors and all that stuff.
Yeah, and you know what I learned, and I think what was interesting for the article in a sense is that, like Howard always says, this is an odd curiosity that allows him to get these great interviews. But I think it's also his attention span that one feels one's going to bore him, and so then the topics that make him a little more interesting. You're not contriving. You just feel like when people feel that they start to lose his attention if they really want to get a message out. Like maybe I want to explain that the game's not about biting people, but what it really is. But that's going to that's going to bore him. So you feel like he also gets good interviews because he's got that short attention span. He's a little bit more impatient with people, and actually being interviewed helped me understand that better.
Right, and I heard you mention earlier that being an interviewer yourself, to actually get interviewed by your subject creates this understanding a very unique understanding of the person you're writing about.
Yeah, and I think it makes you more anxious about the interview, especially again with someone like Howard who's opened up so much about himself on the radio. What is there new to say in an article, and trying to find those things that he doesn't talk about in the air, because there's certain things he doesn't go into, and we'll see if we can talk about it.
So you're ready to sink your teeth into this interview, no pun intended.
Hopefully there's some reciprocity with the openness.
This is the worst week of my life. I got to do Jon Stewart tonight. I want to hang my fucking self. Yeah, and I'm sweating. I'm sick. I mean, I'm really sick. I can't talk sick. But I can't. Can I cancel Jon Stewart? I mean, that's kind of bogus, right?
Right. I mean, they're, you can't cancel at the last minute unless you're like on your deathbed, I think.
And then I got Jimmy Kimmel via satellite on Thursday. And by the way, Jon Stewart doesn't tape till like 7 o'clock at night.
Oh,
I just want to go to bed. I'm just so fucked.
Well, can you go to bed in between?
I tried blaming Beth because she had a cold and that she gave it to me, but I don't think she gave it to me. I know where I got this cold.
Where did you get it?
At Rayo's that night that you and I went to dinner.
Yeah.
Remember everyone was shaking my fucking hand? I got to do that power bump fist thing.
What's wrong with you?
I feel bad giving...
Did you wash?
I didn't bring my gel with me at the restaurant, and every fucking human being on the planet thinks it's an honor to shake my goddamn hand with their wet hands.
It's like you're the president.
Remember, like, Joey Reynolds came over and started shaking my hand, and I was like, I wanted to give him a fist bump, but I felt bad. I got to just get over this feeling bad all the goddamn time, all my neuroses.
Because you have the other neuroses where you get sick.
Yeah, well, more than neuroses, I'm just fucking sick as a dog. And I've been doing good. I haven't been sick for like 2 years.
You know what? I was just thinking, isn't it been great? Neither one of us has been sick.
Yeah, well, I got
in
hit.
the longest time.
I've been hit hard.
Through this entire winter we've gotten through. And now you're sick?
And Beth kept saying to me, I know how you feel. I know how you feel because she was sick. I go, no, you don't know how I feel because I got to go talk for 4 hours.
Right.
I don't care if I'm sick. I'm not a pussy. If I get a cold,
it's okay
who cares?
if you can lay in bed and just indulge it.
Yeah,
but you talk for a living.
Yeah, I never want to hear from anyone, not even my own beautiful wife, that they know what I'm going through because they don't. And then I got this Jon Stewart interview, and I'm doing it for these apps. And you know what? I don't even know if it's making a bit of difference. No one's come to me from the company and said, oh, you're promoting the apps?
And the app sales or application?
Yeah.
What is it you do with an app?
What am I doing this for?
You've had more people on the app?
I don't give a fuck about going on the Jon Stewart show. I'm doing it for the company. Why am I doing this? Why me? Why me?
Well, I don't think you should fret over Jimmy Kimmel. That's Thursday.
No.
You could be completely well
Jimmy
by
should
then.
let me off the hook.
Oh, gee.
Oh, I'm sweating like a pig.
So you were sick all weekend? You're not any better?
It's moving through my body the way a cold normally does. It goes from your throat to your chest to your...
So you got a flu kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's going through its stages, which is always the way it goes. And I wouldn't even think about it if I didn't have to do all these goddamn appearances. I have 2 this week.
Why'd you double up? You were trying to do 1 a week.
1 every 2 weeks, but I don't know. My agent booked this. He said to me at the time, do you want to do Jon Stewart? I said, sure, I'll go do it. But I didn't know I'd be sick.
Of course not. You didn't schedule this.
Yeah. Well, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I know I sound all right, but...
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but I'm struggling.
I was reading on Twitter. Did you tweet that you were sick?
Yeah, I hadn't tweeted all weekend. And you know what? I'm so over Twitter. Like, I guess maybe because I'm sick, everything's kind of clouded right now, but I really hate going on there. And I could read 100 nice things from people.
And then the one.
And then the one where someone just goes, you're a piece of shit.
You suck.
You suck. You're not funny. All this negative crap. And really, most people on Twitter are very nice.
Yeah.
But they kind of just want to hear from you and have a dialogue with you. And I'm fine with that. But you know what? It's too much contact with the fans.
That one person can't sour you to everyone.
But it does.
You can't let that happen.
Well,
you are.
Well, it does. That's it. It'll just so like this whole weekend, I was feeling sick. I said, I'm going to go on the Twitter. And I went, when I go on there, I feel bad. So why would I go on it? So then I stayed away from it.
But that's what you can do with Twitter. You don't need to be on it all the time.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. And then yesterday I was driving in my car, and I was being driven in my car. So I don't Twitter and drive at the same time. And I just said, I'm sick. That's why I haven't been on all weekend. I told people I was sick. And then right away, some asshole just tweets, hey, man, you're not going to be there tomorrow, you pussy? And I'm like, no, I didn't say I wasn't going to be there. I just said I'm sick,
So you get
fucker.
into a dialogue with that person?
Yeah, like with a moron. And then one guy wrote, hey, man, I'm expecting a great show tomorrow. No excuses because you're sick. And I just went, what am I doing on this stupid Twitter? Why am I putting myself through it at this point? This is my time off.
Fuck you.
Yeah, right?
Well, again, you have to protect yourself. Don't fool around with Twitter when you're not feeling well, when you're not strong.
Yeah, well, I stayed away from it. Right now, I hate everything and everybody. And then, like, I wanted to watch...
Doesn't that happen to you when you're sick? You just, you know, no matter how many great days you have, you get sick, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Life sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it just sucks. And the last place I want to be is here talking into a microphone when I'm sick. So I went to bed at 8 o'clock.
You didn't see any of the Academy Awards?
No, I watched the red carpet people walking down, and that's just so vapid. I don't know, maybe because I was sick.
Which one did you watch? Did you watch ABC or did you watch E?
I watched E and TV Guide Channel.
I didn't get to TV Guide Channel. E is horrible.
Well, yeah, Ryan Seacrest, and used to be kind of funny when Joan Rivers did it because she was like, the first year she did it, she'd like insult people. And it was funny, and she wouldn't take them seriously. And now it's just Ryan Seacrest is such a ball sucker. You know, I don't really have anything.
He said to Helena, the one moment I saw, I mean, talk about a vapid question. Helena Bonham Carter's in the King's Speech. She gets up to him and he says to her, when did you know that people were going to take to this movie?
Yeah, like she would know.
And she said, I guess when people went to see it.
Yeah. He's such a moron. He's such a dick sucker. He really is just a dick-sucking fucknut. And really, I have nothing against the guy, but Jesus Christ, could you
Why
suck
be
more?
there to ask a question like that?
You couldn't suck more, asshole. And like Beth always says to me, gee, Ryan Seacrest is really good. I go, yeah, he's a very smooth announcer. He's very good at what he does, but why reward? Aren't there a million guys who can do that? Well, I mean, he's so rewarded for doing nothing except standing there and...
Ted, the deep voice guy, could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just the whole industry disturbs me. That whole red carpet and all that sucking ass. There's no fun allowed. If you say anything funny or have a good time, right away they throw you off. The whole thing's so boring.
I didn't think people were particularly glammed up either. Nobody really looked all that spectacular.
It seems to me at the Academy Awards, these hot chicks all want to look like old movie stars. So they don't wear short dresses and they don't wear plunging necklines and they look like...
And their hair is all
like Veronica Lake.
Severe,
severe, like all done up. These chicks look way hotter in the movies when they just play regular people because they don't look like a... You know, they look retarded when they go on...
Yeah, they look like matrons, dowagers.
Yeah, they look like old women. Like they were going, oh my God, Gwyneth Paltrow looks so good. Gwyneth Paltrow's way hotter in just like a pair of stretch pants and a fucking T-shirt. You put her in a big material gown, all this material.
Right, yeah. The material goes on forever.
And she's real hot, but... And you know who's weird? Anne Hathaway is really hot in the movies, but then when you see her in person, like not in person, but on the TV show, she's not hot.
She's like a cartoon character.
Yeah, I've been hearing basically that it was one of the most boring Oscar broadcasts. That the only funny thing was Kirk Douglas because he was insane.
He wouldn't get off.
He was more uncomfortable. He was more uncomfortable than Dick Clark on New Year's Eve because.